Hey guys, my name is Kyle. This is our Star Wars one shot that we're doing, featuring three of our players.
Hello.
Obviously, this is Easter Sunday, so everybody has busy with their family. So we're just pre-recording a game a little bit just to keep you guys entertained. Um, I, who usually play Vrain, will be DMing this little one shot here. Um, you guys want to go ahead and introduce your characters?
Sure.
Uh,
Do you want to go first, Jama?
no, you can go first, man.
Okay. I am Zeta Professor Barzane. I am playing an Arcanian armor mech engineer. My goal is to be Iron Man.
Ama?
My name is Amelia Emilio DeGarno, but as a part of Gate Squadron, I go by the code name Saber. I usually play Boldgrave or Garm, but today I am Emilio, and I am a Sith kinda esque berserker who uses force powers and stuff like that, and really likes the dark side. So we're gonna see how that goes.
Well, hi, it's me, Sam. I usually play Karo, the lovable Mandalorian bounty hunter. Today I'm playing Ghost, a scout, and brother to Emilio, uh, in this little adventure that we're gonna have today. Um, yeah.
Jama, you want to explain our little group backstory?
Yeah, so Gate Squadron was a TIE fighter squadron that was put together specifically to defend the Death Star, but that didn't go too well. So we after most of our
Spoiler
squadron got
alert.
after most of our squadron got taken out by Rogue Squadron, Luke and those dirty rebels, we ended up basically evacing and just punched in the closest coordinates to get us out of there. And we ended up on a planet that was kind of like force divergent, which kind of gave us all some funky powers. And then when got out of there, we immediately got captured by the rebels. And now we're kind of in a place in between. We're not exactly Empire anymore, but I don't think we really consider ourselves rebels either.
All right. Leading into our intro. It's Galactic Civil War. After they were rescued by the rebellion, they spent their time doing small mission and other tidbits to stall for time, save their own skin, and figure out what's the next step in their own personal operations. As we head into this episode, Mon Mothma sent our men into space after rumors that the Empire was transporting precious cargo to an Imperial outpost. After stealthing closer and attaching to this transport ship without being noticed, our three protagonists enter the shuttle and begin their mission. This is Gate Squadron, a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
You guys will be in the top left.
All
You
right.
guys come down. You guys
Oh,
empty up. Oh, bring down in the back engine room. There's currently nobody occupied here. You do see a door here and a door here, and most of it's just storage and computer stuff right now.
Professor, what's the plan?
Yes. Is this our ship?
No, this is an Imperial transport ship.
That we broke into?
Nice. Well, why don't I go up to the computers and see what information I can pull up about the ship we're on?
Go ahead and give me a technology roll.
13. Is that intelligence sure, is I would like to use my racial feature to add a die 4 to that roll.
What racial feature is that?
It is called Arcanian Brilliance. An ability check, attack roll, or saving throw using intelligence, I can add a die 4. And I can get that back on a short or long rest.
Okay. So what information are you trying to glean from this ship in particular?
Maybe the amount of people or who's on the ship and what the ship is carrying,
Okay.
like its cargo.
You spend some time clickety clacketing away, and you realize that this troop is covered predominantly by troops, stormtroopers are outfitting this post. It seems a little bit heavily guarded, and the precious cargo mentioned, you can't figure out exactly what it is, but they seem to be transporting slaves of some kind. And somewhere in the files itself, there's a mention of a last minute addition to the convoy. Not part of the slaves, but part of the Imperial force or something like that.
Okay. And yeah, I'll relay that information back. So it seems that the cargo is slaves, and the ship is rather heavily guarded. There was a last-minute addition to its guards. It might be somebody high up, but I can't get any more specific information than that.
Well, it sounds like we're gonna have a little bit of a feel in this operation before we get a grip on things. And you said that these are doors, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a porthole on this door, or is it just like a solid metal surface?
It is a solid metal surface. It's a door designed to be sealed.
And both doors are like that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I try to access cameras through this computer terminal?
Not with your roll.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and I will activate my pocket scrambler just so I can make sure that all of our comms are private. Music's epic. And I'm gonna go ahead and see if this door is locked.
The door is actually not locked.
Before I open it, I want to try and hear if there's anything on the other side of the door.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
And I'm gonna turn to Ghost and be like, make sure if there's anything that pops out, you pop them first.
I'm actually gonna give him the help action,
Oh, okay.
and I will
So
guidance. I will not guidance, not the actual name of the power. I will temporarily boost you first.
Okay. And how much?
Oh, the tech power, nice.
Okay.
Nice. I like that. Like you give him like your sunglasses or something.
Oh, I need to make a lore check to make sure that he gets my proficiency bonus added to his roll.
Oh,
What feature?
okay.
What feature are you referring to?
It is from my lore master feat.
Again, proficiency. When you take the help action to aid another creature's ability check, you can make a lore check. On a success, that creature gains a bonus with your proficiency bonus.
So
As you share a pertinent historical.
that's 3, right?
To receive this bonus, you must be able to. Okay, so yeah, you get +3 to your roll.
So that means it's 7.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your die 4 should actually be a die 6.
Oh, it's a die 6?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So you
But
actually
wait.
get to add 9 to your 9, so it's an 18.
That's way better.
Yeah, you hear movement and walking around on the other side of the door.
I hear I hear some stuff on the other side of this door.
All right. Well, before you decide to kick down the door, let me put my suit on whenever you're ready.
Sounds good.
So the briefcase that my character is carrying is also my tech focus slash armor, and I'm gonna post my armor so that everybody can see what modifications I have equipped to my armor.
As
I'm talking
Oh,
about the
sorry.
collapsible suit is what my character is using at this current time.
I activate my lightsaber.
All
You're
right.
turning
That's
it
a
on
huge
already.
lightsaber range. What's the red? Why is there two red ranges?
Bright light, dim light.
Talk about your lightsaber.
Yeah.
Lightsaber's just 5 foot of dim light, isn't it?
No, it's like the light cantrip.
Oh, it's a special.
No, it's just
Oh,
how
the
it
luminous
is.
property.
Yeah.
I thought the luminous property was just 5 feet.
5 feet.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
then I read it wrong. All right, I'll get rid of the boop. Oh, I thought I got rid of it. Hang on. Technical difficulties. There we go. So,
Yeah, a luminous weapon with a luminous property sheds dim light in a 5 foot radius while activated.
okay. So I did that, and are you boys ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. I'll pull out my rifle and switch it over to the sniper
And I'll take
selection.
a low stance when I open the door, so that way they can easily shoot over me.
Well, I'm actually a melee. I'm gonna pull out
Oh,
my heavy shield generator and my vibro cutter, and I will prepare to guard you with my shield in case they decide to just open fire as soon as that door opens.
Are you taking the guard action?
Yes, preemptively taking the guard action.
Nice.
Oh, and you know what? Since we haven't started combat yet, I can temporarily boost myself so that I can use it on the initiative roll.
nice.
Oh, I technically that's true.
Yep.
As like the pistons and the other like small gadgets begin to like flex and take over your body, your senses become sharpened, and the armor's almost getting ready to react before you do. Um, let's open the door.
Yep.
All right. You open the door and you see two stormtroopers. They're just standing there like minding their own business.
I'll charge the first one, and I will take a swing at him with my saber.
Let us roll initiative.
Okay. I'm going to use my reaction to cast heightened senses.
One reaction. You through the forces. You get an advantage on your initiative check, and instead of your first combat, your walking speed increases by 30. Dope. So let's throw up the turn order chart here. I think that's it.
Oh, I forgot to click.
Oh, I forgot to click as well. My bad.
And then I will add a die 6.
I get advantage, which is rad. Okay, so I'm definitely taking that 18.
So that's a plus.
That was the first time I've ever used a spell slot in a or a force slot in Star Wars. So there's that.
Let me add the turn. There we go. Descending. And, well, I guess it only makes sense that Emilio goes first. You whip out your lightsaber. You dash in. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay.
Ah, there we go.
1 second. Okay. Sorry, I just noticed something weird with my abilities, so I just had to change it real quick. But I'll worry about that after. I'm gonna go ahead and swig with my Forgotten Saber.
How many force points did you spend for heightened senses? What level is it?
It's just first level, so it's 1 force point.
2 force points.
2 force points, is it?
Yeah, it's first points is +1,
Oh, okay.
but you get your level plus your charisma modifier number of force points.
Charisma
Lisa-
plus my level.
Yeah.
So my charisma's +5, so 10.
Yes, that's how many force points you have
Oh,
per
okay.
day. So just
So I have 8 left. Does a 25 hit?
yeah, 25 does actually hit.
Okay, so
Impossible. Just kidding.
11 energy damage.
Yeah, you come in with your lightsaber. And what type of lightsaber do you have? Would you like to
So-
describe?
Sure, yeah. So it's really old in design. It's old Republic era. And you can tell that it's very like damaged as I found it under rubble. I had to like move some debris to see it. The crystal itself is like partially bled, and it was originally purple, but it has like just like kind of purple like pulsations to it and crackling around it, even though the saber's been bled, so it's red. And the hilt itself is like a smoke gray color that's kind of rusted a bit.
Nice. Yeah, you come down on him, and he's like, it like knocks off his armor, and he kind of like jolts back as he's like caught off guard by this attack.
And I'm gonna use my extra attack to attack him again.
Have at thee.
Does 19 hit?
19 does hit.
16. Max damage that time.
Ooh, nice. You cut through him. He stumbles back, just shock and all. Technically, I don't think you raged, but that's
No, I didn't.
okay. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
That was intentional.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
I will use my bonus action to I think everything else is for me is a action. Yes, it is. So what I'm going to do is I will. Yeah, no, that's it. So bonus. I still have my movement.
Yeah, you moved. Yeah.
So I'm actually going to just move on top of this one, and then end my
Okay.
turn.
That's you have plenty of movement
Yeah,
to go around him.
yeah. I
So
have,
that'd be like
70
10.
I have like
Yeah.
70 movement.
Yeah, so you move up, flash in. When you make it around the corner here, you
Okay.
see another guy there, and after you dash in, he's like, "Ugh, help!" And but there was a surprise round, so it'll be Zeta's turn.
Alright. I don't know if you had the chance to look over the mods I had on my armor, but one of them is accelerated movement, which increases my movement by 10 feet, and another one is adaptable armor. I gain a climb speed and a swim speed, and I can also move across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving my hands free. So I'm going to come around the corner and I'm going to wall run across the wall for 40 feet and get in front of this guy. And I'm just gonna beat down on this guy. We're gonna hit him with a rhyme strike.
You are gonna get attack of opportunity from this guy though.
Oh, I thought he died.
No, he's still there.
Oh shit! All right, my mistake.
That's fine. I'll take that attack of opportunity.
I thought you were just flexing on him. Yeah, Mister. I can't be hit.
27 points damage doesn't kill a stormtrooper.
Nah, bro. Once you'll see once you understand their cargo.
Oh, we're playing hard mode out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such a hard assumption on my part. I was just like, he's definitely dead.
So he's going to. What's your AC?
23 currently.
Well, I've got good news and bad news.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I know.
It's actually the truth is that it's he has a very low chance of hitting you, but he has a 50% chance of critting you if he does hit you.
Oh,
Oh
what?
boy.
Or he'll roll a natural one. So yeah, you just like dash by him and he's still dazed from the two lightsaber bullets. He's like barely standing as he tries to like hit you with his gun as you pass by, but it's basically just inconsequential.
Wait, can you even use a reaction on a surprise round?
He's not surprised anymore because he's had his turn.
Fair enough. Right, oh, right. They were, yeah. So anyway, I will now make my rhyme strike with advantage because I'm flanking.
Let's go.
Does a 23 hit?
Does hit.
He takes 18 damage. 11 of it is kinetic, and 7 of it is cold. He also gains 1 level of slowed, and if he doesn't move at least 5 feet before the start of my next turn, he immediately takes 2d8 damage.
This rip this dude. All right. Yeah, you come through. Boom. You see this like the frost like kind of as like your what weapon are you using?
A vibro cutter.
Vibro cutters. You like shove the vibro cutter into one of like the gaps in the armor. You see his like body underneath like begins stiffening and his body begins like slowing down awkwardly as this pulsating cold energy, this like I guess like this almost like a carbonite poison kind of seeps through his skin.
Hell yeah.
Anything else?
Yes. I will use my. I want to post it. My shield fighting style. I can use a bonus action to try to shove or trip a creature. I'm going to try to trip him.
Nice. That's really
When you just show okay. Just shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. All right, that'll be in athletics check for you.
Oh no.
good. Can I do it with intelligence?
I have advantage since he's being flanked.
No, but he rolled a 2,
But
or natural 2. So yeah, he's you as he freezes down, you just knock him prone, Mister. Like you're not going anywhere. This dude is.
So not only does he have 10 feet less of movement, he's gonna have to spend half his movement in order to stand up.
Yeah, I know. It's not. It's not half yet. It's only one stage of slow,
Yes.
right?
Right. But
So-
isn't it
so
10
it's-
feet?
It's 5, 15. Hold on, 5. I think it's 5, 10, 15, 0.
Well, he's prone, so half to stand up.
Yeah. It's still.
He's having a hard time getting up.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, it is. It's 15, 25, 30, then 0. Okay. So yeah, you're right. His speed is reduced by 15 feet.
Oh shit, it's even worse than I thought.
That's yeah.
So good for you though.
That means he can literally
but-
only move 5 feet on his turn if he was to try to move, right?
And then he gets hit
If
by
he
both
has
of
30
us.
feet of movement.
And I don't have a slowed. If he has 30 feet of movement, he'll have 15. He'll have to spend half of it to get up, which means he'll only have 5 feet of movement.
Yeah, he'll only be able to
After-
move 1 square.
Oh, here's a good slowed one. Okay, cool. So he's this dude's like almost like seizing on the ground right now as he's just completely obliterated by this Iron Man figure.
You can see like chill just appearing on his armor from the attack.
It looks brutal.
It's like frosting over a little bit. Yeah, that's my action, bonus action, and movement, so I'm good.
Nice. Ghost, what's up?
Kind of looking down the hallway, seeing, kind of astonished, like nothing, like the first guy didn't die just from Saber alone. What the hell's up with these guys? And I'm going to pick up my rifle, and I will be using. Oh, hold up. Give me a second. Sorry.
Yeah, no
No
problem.
worries.
You're good. They're using the good mooks for this, apparently.
Yeah, they are.
This
This
must be
there's
some
gotta be
good
some
cargo.
good stuff.
Yeah.
I will be using warding shot
Nice.
on this one here because if he's not dead yet, I mean he's probably gonna
Just
do
remember,
something.
at will powers, you won't be able to extra attack.
Also,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
always use your Ranger's Quarry.
Yeah. I assumed that applied after.
No, you
Uh,
have to designate the target. You use Ranger's
At
Quarry.
the
on.
beginning of your turn, you say, "This guy's gonna be my Ranger's Quarry."
Oh, okay.
And
Well then, this guy's my Ranger's Quarry,
all
and
right,
then okay, that's good to know. And then let's just roll.
when you're using your warding shot,
Yeah.
20 does hit.
Nice.
9 damage
Mm,
plus your die 6.
Nice.
4.
14 damage.
Solid.
13
Well,
damage.
13, yeah.
And then
math, yeah.
on a hit, the target suffers the normal attack, and a dim barrier surrounds it. The first time it would deal damage before the start of your next turn, the damage is reduced by 2d6.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll get it put up here in a second here, Kyle. I gotta do a thing.
I got you. There's a little bit there already, so we're unless you dealt more damage on your first attack, which you might have, because you're level 5.
He could add a superiority die.
I don't want to. I only have 2.
Oh, that's right. Karo has unlimited superiority die. When it comes
Yeah,
to
he
certain
does.
moves. I forget that.
Okay, so you hit him like in the shoulder, kind of where the lightsaber was going through, and he kind of like collapses on the ground. He's like trying to pull up his gun, freaking out. He's about to reach. You see him like about to like reach up to radio for reinforcements, but he's on his like very last leg.
No.
Anything else on your turn?
No, that'll be.
Still have
Actually,
movement. Did the Ranger's Quarry use a bonus action?
No, it's free at the beginning of his turn.
free. Yeah.
If you have a bonus action
Um.
spell, you could use that.
Or just, save it all.
Okay, no. Hold on. I will use my sharpshooter style. You can use a bonus action to mark a target greater than 30 feet. So obviously the second one.
Right?
So if he moves, I can take an attack of opportunity against him.
Okay, that's and your ranged repetition or partial cover by 1 step. Okay. Okay, yes, so you'll go ahead and mark this poor guy on the ground who's in the roughest shape he's been in his life. Where's Ghost, what color do you want your mark to be?
Oh,
Red,
let's see.
blue, green,
Blue. I guess
orange,
blue's
purple.
fine. Blue's
Blue?
fine. Yeah.
All right. This poor dude. You've got you shoot this guy and he like collapses and you point your scope at the one who's currently like on the ground, and you're just like you just move and see what happens.
This poor guy drew the short straw.
A very very short straw. Anything else on your turn?
No, that'll be my turn.
Okay, it is now Saber's turn.
After
Milio.
seeing that the other guy is still standing after getting shot and stabbed twice by me, that makes me upset, so I'm gonna rage. So you hear my flight suit tightening around me, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and
Kinky.
I'm gonna start speaking in Tuscan.
Oh yeah!
I'm just
Tuscan.
fucking stab this guy on the floor real quick.
Holy
Oh
crit.
shit!
And then so
that 6 is actually a 10.
yeah. So it's 21.
Who did you do that to?
11. That's 21 points of damage.
So the guy on the
Yeah.
floor.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna turn around and I'm just gonna hum my lightsaber at the other guy because it has the throne property.
Nice. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
I'm gonna make this one reckless.
You have to do melee attacks to be reckless.
It's because it's thrown. It's not considered.
Right.
Okay. So
It's still
then-
strength based, but it has to be melee to get the reckless.
Okay, so then it would be 12.
All right. Yeah, unfortunately, a 12 is not gonna hit.
Okay.
So in your anger, you just like toss your lightsaber in a very quick motion, but like this guy was like kind of on his knees from the shot from Ghost, and so the saber just goes right over him and returns to your hand.
It flies right by, like, it's about to hit Ghost, but then, like, I, like, stop it and pull it back.
This guy's terrified out of his mind. Anything else?
I have, sadly, not many bonus actions going on. So,
You use your bonus action to rage this combat.
yeah. Oh, that's true, that's true. Okay, so that's it. That's me right there.
All right. It's their turn. Let's start with this guy right here. He's gonna radio in infiltration in the back. Send assistance. And he's going to glance around and then go the exact opposite direction of the lightsaber. And he's
The
gonna-
opposite direction.
5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to take a shot at Ghost with his blaster rifle. What's your AC, Sammy?
A whopping 15.
I thought it was 16.
It's
Is it 16?
It should be.
I thought it was.
No, wait, we
yeah.
got your dex to 5. Actually, it should be 17.
17.
nice. Still missed. Okay. And then he's gonna make his second attack for a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
Can I use my inspiration? Yeah. Make him reroll it.
Sure.
Good use of it.
He rolled an 18
That's better than a
Alright.
crit.
Yeah.
for 11 points of damage.
Oh, but Sammy also hit him with his warding
Oh,
shot. So
he-
he does
Oh,
2d6
ward.
less
So
damage.
reduced it by
Yeah.
2d6. Dang, you could have probably survived the crit. Nice. So it's 11 minus 2d6. He
What
rolled.
the-
Oh!
Nice. So like, even as the blaster rifle attempts to like fire, the first one goes wide as you're kind of bracing for its run. The second one comes out unexpectedly, but that like the little like place where you hit him earlier, like just like pulses aggressively, and it sends out this light vibration that causes the bullet to just bounce off your armor like nothing happened. And that's gonna be his turn specifically.
What
Next
is it
guy-
when they're hold up? When they're in 5 feet, you have disadvantage at shots.
Yeah, but he's 10 feet
Yep.
away.
Yeah, 5 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna use returning fire,
Nice.
which I expend a superiority die and make
It does use your reaction though. So if this guy over here moves, you won't be able to shoot him.
Oh, don't
so-
worry, we got that, Sammy.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do this. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so we'll make the attack roll. Does a 27 hit?
Yeah. You just
And
he
I'll roll
comes
the-
up. Oh, you still get to add your really simple message.
Yeah. 18 total damage.
He like charges at you, kind of like tries to skirt around the corner to get in, like an advantageous position, and you just like whip your sniper rifle around, and you're just like, bro, point blank, really? And you just bob straight through like the islands, dude. This guy just collapses like nobody's business.
Nice. And okay, it's not even my turn. That was doing your turn. Dude, doing something at people's turns is great.
Yeah, I know. Reaction's great. This guy over here is like terrified out of his mind, and he's gonna spend half his movement to stand up, and he's gonna take the dodge act. No, he's gonna take the dodge action and begin retreating. He's not in great spot. Technically, still has that.
He hasn't left our melee range yet, so he's safe.
Yeah.
Right. As far as he can actually go. So,
And he's 5 feet, so he doesn't take 2d8 damage. damage.
Yeah, he's booking it. He's not great. This guy over here is gonna look at you two and be like, ugh. He's gonna take a. That would be sad but funny. So we're gonna do it. This guy's gonna pull out a grenade and just toss it in the middle of to the back wall, but it's still not gonna get his own guy.
Oh man, that's vicious.
And so that means I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
I make it at advantage because of danger sense.
My
That is correct.
That might be good enough.
And 19 and 14. Okay, you both save.
Yes.
So you take half of 3. 1 point of kinetic damage.
Oh, and that gets halved again because
You're right.
of my
You're
rage.
raging, so you take no damage basically from it. Oh, this is the only time I'm gonna be able to damage Anthony, even though he only takes 1 point of damage.
But wait, how much did your own guy take?
Yeah, did he make the save?
Oh, I just expected him to die, so I totally forgot about him.
Understandable.
He actually saved,
Wow, my man.
which means he only took 1 HP, so he's actually still alive, kind of catching the edge of the blast a little bit. This guy tried so hard to make sure his own guy didn't take the damage that he just like whiffed the entire grenade.
That's fair.
And about that time, Sammy, you see somebody coming out of this door down here.
Oh,
15, 20, 25. This guy's looking a little bit different. He's got this giant weapon in front of him.
since we're weapon experts, would we recognize the weapon?
You do recognize the weapon. It is your basic assault cannon type weapon. It's your classic like heavy weapon stormtrooper
Okay.
who puts out like burst damage, all that good, pretty stuff.
As long as it's not a BKG.
No, it's like it's still like your standard issue like heavy weapons.
Yeah, it's the heavy assault cannon, like you said.
Yeah. And it's going to yeah, it's going to just fire a bunch of bullets into Ghost. Ghost, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fun Ghost, baby. Use that +5. Ooh.
Are you fucking serious?
11's not enough to save, unfortunately. So that means you take 6 points of energy damage.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought.
I was ready to hear like 25 or some shit.
Because these guys are so tanky that I'm just expecting them to put out the damage too. Like,
Mhm.
What's it called? Yeah, they just and well, you're dodging them. You're like most of them are bouncing off your armor, which is inconvenient, but not causing you any serious wounds.
it's making you do the Harlem Shake.
Pretty much. Oh shit! I was supposed to have put that on. And all right. Now I need. It's Zeta's turn.
Oh, sorry. Did I happen to hear and see the gunfire that Ghost was just under?
Make a perception check. For favor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You see him like you see the bullets like pelting in the walls behind him, and him dodging because you're kind of keeping an eye on him while you're at it.
All right. I know that Saber can handle himself in a melee brawl, so I'm going to go assist Ghost 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 40. That's my 40 feet of Actually, hold on. No. Let's be smart about this first. We are going to cast Tactical Advantage first,
There we
Yeah.
go.
so that I can double my movement speed. That puts me at 80 movement speed, which puts me right in front of him.
Nice.
We will use our bonus action to try to trip him with our shield.
All right, go ahead and give me that athletics check.
Rough.
He could roll really bad.
He rolled a natural 1.
Oh shit!
Oh, let's go! Wow.
It's time for me to change dice. All right, hold up now. All right,
Then we will
Dice
use
jail.
our hasted action. to
nice. You
use
just
our vibro cutter to just stab the crap out of him at advantage since he's knocked prone.
That's amazing.
Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
11 damage.
I thought attacks when they're prone were at disadvantage.
For ranged attacks.
Oh, okay, but melee, you're just getting in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
One job. He's just stabbing with his vibro cutter.
I'm
And then,
drawing aggro.
Exactly.
Dissecting the enemy.
Anything else?
Action, bonus action, hasted action. Most of my movement. Nope, that's good.
All right. Now it's Ghost turn.
Okay. Okay. Well, he's on the ground.
You
Yeah, so-
could use
So
your
you have-
object interaction to change your IWS to anti-armor and fire a grenade.
At him?
Yeah, you aim it for these 4 squares.
Yeah, I'll use my object interaction to switch over to the grenade launcher.
We're
And
here to send a message.
They know we're here already, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, too, at the same time. Well,
Oh,
are you trying? Cause like I want to use Ranger's Quarry on him, but like I'm not technically hitting him. I'd be hitting the ground, right? So like the D4 wouldn't even like matter, kind of thing,
I think that's fair.
right? The
Talk
under
about the
right
D6
assumption?
from Hunter's
yeah, the
Quarry.
D6. Yeah, Ranger's Quarry, cause like I'm targeting him, but I'm essentially trying to hit the ground and not him. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Once per turn, when you hit a target with a weapon attack, which you're not doing, so you wouldn't get the bonus damage from a grenade.
Okay,
like
yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll shoot for
Also, your
here.
Ranger's Quarry is a dice 6.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I said D4 on accident. So, okay, so sorry here. This back one, Anthony.
Yeah.
Quick switch.
Oh, 1 feels bad.
I need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, 14.
Wait, don't you get advantage on damage from your feet?
Which feat?
Your weapons expert.
You gain proficiency. No, I don't see.
Because you have proficiency
you
in
know-
all blasters already.
Then yeah, once per turn he can give himself advantage on a weapon, if he basically has proficiency from 2 different sources, including defeats.
Yeah, but what is that gonna do for me?
It allows you to reroll damage,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay, so just roll again then.
Yeah, instead of roll, you roll 2d10 again, and you take the highest between 7 and the 2d10.
Oh, okay.
See?
Let's
Uh,
go,
You just
bro.
doubled your damage.
And he failed his saving throw, so he takes the full 14. Getting tossed around like a rag doll. Not happy.
Okay.
He looks at the both of you guys trying to figure out what he's gonna do, his next target. You still have another attack.
I do, but it's
It's a reload 1 though.
yeah, so
You You can spend your
Well-
bonus action to reload, or to remark.
He can't see the guy I'm standing next to, right? Because no, he can.
He's probably
You
got
could
3/4
use-
cover.
You would have 3/4 cover against trying to interact with that guy.
But he's marked still.
Yeah, but
he is.
So
I don't
it's
know how
actually
long
pretty
I don't know how long the sharpshooter can use your that's if you do so before the start of your next turn. Okay, so the mark's already gone.
Yeah, the mark's gone. Well, because I already used
That was the cold actually.
the object interaction.
Yeah, you have to spend a bonus action to reload, and then you can fire. But yeah, you have to spend a action to switch back to your main weapon. So the best you can do is bonus action,
fire another
reload the
one.
grenade, and then fire the grenade again.
Yeah, yeah.
Or drop the weapon and pull another weapon out. But you already spent your
No.
object direction, so yeah, you're kind of stuck.
Yeah, I'll just do that. Same. What is it? What is it saying? You say same verse as the first.
Second
one of
verse, same
y'all-
as the first.
So yeah, someone says it. And then
Bonus action reload.
oh yeah, the bonus section to reload. Oh, eels. Well, I guess I'm just hitting the ground, so I'm not hitting him. So 14's gonna hit the ground, no?
Yeah, you auto hit. You auto hit
Okay,
with
okay.
your 4 squares. He just needs to make another deck save. I fails that one too,
Let's
and-
go.
and he had exactly 17 health left.
Cool.
Boom! Double grenaded back to back. This guy just gets blown to smithereens. His gun kind of explodes in a ripple effect.
Amazing.
And with that, I will move here. Yes, I will be up against this wall, or yeah, here. And that'll be my
Okay.
turn.
All right, Emilio.
I'm going to step directly behind this gentleman, and I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna stab him.
He did take the dodge action, so he does. You do have disadvantage unless you
I'm
reckless.
going to reckless, yeah.
Okay.
So that's a straight roll, right?
Yes.
All right. Does 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Nice. 17.
Nice, dude.
Is he still up?
No, as he's running away, your lightsaber cleanly goes through the black of the armor, and he just kind of just awkwardly crumbles in front of you as the lightsaber continues to like rip through his armor and skin.
I let the weight of his own body carve through the saber. Kind of like a really hot knife when you put meat on it, and it just kind of slips right through.
Exactly. It's
And,
a
I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh, well, right in my range. I'm gonna run up on this guy, and then I'm gonna just hit him again.
Still betting
Uh,
from reckless, yeah.
yeah, but still advantage.
Oh,
Ooh.
That'll hit.
14. Can't roll max damage every time, boys.
Yeah.
He's like tries to dodge it as the lightsaber really presses up against his armor and singeing his flesh underneath.
The rage of the sand people of Tatooine flows through me.
And not that it matters, but you have a decent view of like the rest of the hallway here.
Okay.
Ooh, it wrapped around.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was there. You go.
he
Just a
still has
little
5 feet of movement. Oh, no. 15? Because you have 40?
Yeah.
5,
Yeah,
10,
40.
15, 20, 25. But this was difficult to you just gone that way. So yeah, you still have a little bit of movement left if you'd like.
Nah, I'm good. I'm happy where I'm at. Where's he gonna go? I'm literally like in between both.
No way.
exits, like-
He's terrified for his life. He's gonna like look around, just be like, all his guys dead. He's gonna disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Lucky he
25,
can disengage.
30. And after that, it is Zeta's turn.
Where did he
Doors
move?
close
He's
behind
still
him
there?
as you turn
Yeah,
We
around.
still see him
He-
right here, so where'd he go?
Yeah, he didn't move on our screen.
That is super not correct. Um,
Can you also point us in the direction that he ran?
he ran through the door.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's still here on our screen.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. Is he still there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still there.
I don't know which one of us need to try refreshing. I can try though. I guess I'll try. I'll try refreshing real quick. See if.
I refreshed.
Okay.
Nothing changed.
All right. Then I'll refresh.
This music goes hard though.
Yeah.
You need to change your picture again, Jama.
No, Sammy does.
I know
Oh,
I
yeah,
do.
Jama is actually Garm. Sammy, for
Is
us,
it-
we're seeing
He
red
moved.
I know.
rain.
I know.
Okay. Yeah. I refreshed. Super weird. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. That's weird because it moved. Never mind. That's super weird.
Oh,
He's gone now.
Yeah,
Whatever
I
you did,
watched
it-
him
it
go
did
through
it.
the door.
Okay. All right then. So now we're back to Zeta's turn for realsies this time.
Yeah. Battle Screech. That's 15, 20, 25,
Come through and you see Amelia over there.
40, 45. Where are they?
Through the door.
50, 55, and I'm gonna just kick open the door, dude. I don't care.
Watch there just be like 15 guys on the other side of that door,
It's gonna be like a
dude.
New Hope when Han runs into the the hangar bay. It's just like a million stormtroopers.
If only. Man, I cannot see what you guys see.
We can't see
Wait.
anything.
This
I'm
is that.
clicking hide area, or it's clicking hide, not reveal.
Oh, which one's the one we've been beating up?
We wouldn't know
I will
that.
show you
Well,
as soon
guess
as
we
I-
would see one with some scarring.
Oh yeah, he definitely have saber marks.
Yeah.
I just cut the shit out of him.
This guy right here is the one he was
All right.
previously.
55, 60, 65, 70.
Let's walk right in between you. Like,
I don't
I ain't
care,
af-
dude.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Gonna bonus action try to trip him.
All of them?
No, I can't do all of them just once. I'm gonna trip the one that has the damage already on him.
All right, let me go. Oh,
Oh, that's a good roll.
Nice.
Unnatural 20.
It worked on your brain and your body.
there we go. A little bit more of the. Yeah, that. Oh yeah, he gets the counter roll. So we're getting rid of that die. Let's try a new dice that might roll well. I mean, it rolled better, but it's still nowhere close to that. Yeah, this dude who was running away gets tripped up at the last possible second as your shield undercuts him a little bit. Super gross.
Alright.
Ugh.
Now I'm gonna attack this guy to the left of me with Illusory Strike.
Ah, the Kage Bunshin technique.
Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Yeet. 9 kinetic damage. And I create 2 illusory duplicates. So if he tries to attack me twice, he rolls a disadvantage for both attacks.
All right, sounds
Turn
good.
into advantage because he's got the ally. But that's the plan all along.
Aha.
Can you mark that one so we know that he has the illusions on him?
Let's see if we can. What's a good? I need a good Kage Bunshin
A
trigger.
good Genjutsu trigger.
Yeah, I know. This is the only thing I can think of because it's ninja related, but that's the stealth icon.
That is my ninja way.
Bonus action, I used most of my movement. I think I'm fine with just standing right here.
This
Yeah.
I'm like,
is
oh,
kind of like an illusion.
Yeah, that looks good.
He's going Super Saiyan.
Alrighty. Is that your turn?
Yep, I'm gonna save my reaction so I can try to punch somebody running away.
Seems reasonable. Ghost.
okay. My object interaction to switch back to the sniper mode, and then I will move 30 feet here. And I will just take a... Let me think here.
It's gonna be one of these two because
Which
this
ones?
guy's- the top and the left one, because they're standing. This one's prone.
Okay. Um,
Wait, I have grenades. Why did I run in?
Because you're an alpha Chad, bro.
You're like, I'm here to tank. That means one thing and one thing only.
I'll
You're
just,
supposed to drop the grenade where you're standing like a real man.
you know
Oh
what?
fuck.
I might on my turn if they are all still standing there.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
They stand.
so, does Ranger's Quarry, is it like Magic? You have to do that on upkeep before you move or anything?
You have to do it at the beginning of your turn, I believe.
Okay, well, I mean, I couldn't have seen any of these guys here.
Once
so
per
I couldn't
turn
have
when you
done
hit a
it.
target. Wait. Once on each of your no, it's just once on each of your turns. So at any point during your turn.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're
It's
golden.
just like
Okay,
Hunter's
then.
Mark.
This bad boy right here.
Do
Oh,
it.
that guy's having it rough.
And then... I'm just going to take a straight shot at him.
Go
Nice.
for it.
Crit. Close.
19 hit.
19 does hit.
Okay, and then we'll roll the d6. Oh,
It's alright.
14, and then I will take my second attack.
You're gonna have to reload after this one, right?
Yeah, I will. I know.
Okay.
I'm keeping track. I'm
Alright,
keeping track.
just making sure.
Hey, I gotta keep track with Karo, so I know. Of course, I'd hit low on that one.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it
Yeah.
for you. Second one goes wide. As he begins to like stumble and fall on his knee, your shot just flies over him. Because sometimes you forget to anticipate people being weak.
Mm,
Anything
let's see
else?
here? Yeah, give me 1 second.
Bonus action reload.
He didn't miss. He was pre-firing around that corner.
Pew pew pew! You hear this? Oh!
I can,
You
Yeah.
hit a loth cat.
I guess,
Aw.
bonus action. What? Reload? Yeah, but I have a power belt, so
Oh yeah, you can do it once for free, anyways. Once per
yeah,
turn for free.
so I don't have to waste my bonus action then, right?
Right.
No, yeah.
Okay, and then in that case, then I'll use my bonus action for the sharpshooter
Mark?
style. Yeah, so greater than 30 feet. None of them are greater than 30 feet. My bad. No, I won't.
Oh, you already went your full movement, right? Okay.
Yeah, that was my full movement. So no, I won't be using that because I can't.
All right. Anything else
Yeah,
then?
that should be my turn.
All right. Emilio.
Anyways, I started cutting.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna run up on this guy, and I'm gonna scoop him up and body slam him. So effectively, I'm just like using my brawny feature. So
So are you trying to deal damage or are you trying to like knock him prone?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and give me your athletics roll, which is obviously with advantage because you're a barbarian raging.
Gonna suplex.
Nice.
I rolled a 5, dishing that die. Which dice have I not used yet? Oh my god, what in the world? I think it's this one. I don't even know. No,
Kyle, you're using your player rolls. You need to be using your DM rolls.
I know. I don't feel like typing in GM roll every time, so I'm using the actual dice. Oh yeah, no, you definitely successfully. You pick him up this after getting shot by. Maybe that's why Ghost missed, is because like you came in out of nowhere and you began like picking him up off the ground, and you picked him up and you just like suplex him on the ground. This dude, you hear like a small like snap and you're not sure what it is, but he's
Is that
not a
considered an attack or?
That's your action.
yeah, no, it's considered one of your attacks from your extra attack
Okay.
feature.
Cool. So I just wanted to make sure it was considered an attack, so I can go ahead and attack him with advantage while he's down on the floor.
So just
Mhm.
reckless anyway.
I didn't
Holy
have to.
crit!
Oh.
That's 17.
Nice.
10.
So I like the idea that you walk up to him and he's like stumbling, getting shot at, and you like pick him up from behind. You just like you toss him up in the air, and as he's falling, you full on like samurai. It's cut him straight in half while he's falling
Hell
in the
yeah.
ground. He just collapses in 2 or 3 different body parts on the ground.
Yeah, I definitely grabbed him by his ankle while he was like stumbling, and then just like flipped him over.
Oh God.
Dude didn't stand a ghost of a chance.
Hey!
Mm.
Because he was on the wrong end of the saber.
Gonna teach him a lesson, Professor? All right.
These guys are learning the hard way.
Yeah,
They're getting schooled. Anything else? Guess I got a bonus action.
Oh, I forgot about those. Bonus action. I'll just use the rest of my movement to get over here, and then
Can you bonus action
Looking through
intimidate
spaces.
somebody?
I can't really. Oh, that's right. We could do skill checks as a homebrew. So
It depends on the skill check, but yeah, as long as it's like an easy one.
I'm just gonna yell in Tuscan. I'm not gonna do it now, but like I'm gonna yell in Tuscan to try and intimidate these guys.
All right, go ahead and give me an intimidation roll.
Can it be with advantage because I'm raging?
No.
But
I
can it
tried.
be made with strength instead of charisma? Because
Actually, they're the same for him, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Strong and likable.
Well, the guy this guy here, who is already trying to away, is already terrified out of his mind. Is definitely trying to get away even faster. The second guy is kind of looking around. He seems hesitant, but not entirely like sure what to do.
He's definitely boxed in. I'm in front of him.
Yeah,
Ghost
no,
is
yeah, for
behind
sure.
Him, Professor's next to him.
Their turn. This little guy down here, he's going to take the disengage action. And
coward.
well, he's prone, isn't he? Crap.
Yeah.
The convenient token is convenient. All right, so he's gonna spend half his movement to stand back up. So he's got 15 feet of movement left. He's gonna. Does he risk the attack his opportunities, or does he just book it with a dash action?
Dodge action?
He's going to. He's good. He's just gonna book it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You guys can get your attacks of opportunities if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Is it at advantage? No, right?
No.
Alright.
But I definitely hit.
I'd missed. Wow.
Yep. You missed, but Zeta hit with his vibro cutter, cutting through the back of his armor as his way out. But he still manages to get away in this haste. He's only supposed to move 15 feet to start. That's
I yell
5,
at him
10.
As he's leaving, I'm like, I lost my train of thought. Which is
Just imagine that he's getting up and you hit him with it. You just go whatever. And he's gonna spend his dash action 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
We're not finished with your lesson, young man. Get back here.
That's so fucking that's traumatic.
The professor's not done teaching, child. And after that, I believe. Oops. I don't think there's anybody else, so I'm just doing some.
The bell doesn't dismiss you, I do.
And this guy's gonna look at both of you, trying to make a decision point. Both of you are terrifying. He's going to also. He's gonna disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20. Object interaction, enter the door. 25, 30.
There's more rooms.
And that's their turn. Data.
Which way should I go, Saber? Should I go get that guy or that guy?
Uh, um, uh, I'll be sure to cut the one up that went into the room up the hall. You can go get the one that ran away.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Let me open that door. I'm gonna kick it
There's
in.
actually not a doorway. There's just a full hallway there.
Oh, okay.
Um,
5 more guys.
Five Guys Burgers Fries. Whoa.
Nice.
Is there a hallway this way too?
yeah, there is.
5 more guys.
um, this guy right here is the guy that was running away because he's obviously facing a different direction. These two other behind him looks like they just like exited these rooms here possibly, and this is just a dude with a big gun
Yep, I'm gonna tell him.
who heard the noise and
The bell doesn't dismiss you. I do. And then I'm gonna throw an incendiary grenade right in the middle.
Oh, nice.
And
which
I actually forgot to write down my grenades on here. Sammy, I have it on yours. It's 2d6.
ooh,
Can you just click it for me, actually?
auto fill. No, I got it right here. Oh, you got it? Okay, cool. Incendiary grenade.
DC 14 deck save. And it sets
These-
the area on fire.
The
10-foot
grenade
radius.
explodes, setting the grenade 10 foot to fire. Okay, so that's just
So I guess I need to choose 2 squares to involve. It's not all 3, right? No, wait, radius. Hold on.
10-foot radius. Yeah, that would get this pretty much this hallway right there. If you see that.
Yep, that's where I'm doing it, just like that.
Technically, you don't choose a person as the point. You choose a corner as a point. So it's basically this hallway. You can move yourself back. So this hallway. So all 3 of those people are gonna make. I've got 3 dice here.
Well, technically it's enters the fire or starts its turn there, so it's actually not
Oh.
technically till their turn.
That's
the thing?
Well, I guess
A good
they
point.
enter the fire when it explodes.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
No, it's yeah.
Their turn, they'll have to make their
When it
dexterity
fails it-
saves.
Fire deer when a creature enters the fire starts its okay. So therefore, that was an action then to throw. So
I'm going
anything
to
else?
shout, time to teach you nerds about 3rd degree burns, and I toss the grenade.
Little
Yeah,
sprinklers go
second
off.
one?
I'm just kidding.
Bonus action, I'm gonna run up and trick this guy.
Oh, that's awful.
Gonna trip him with the fire. Will I pass? Will I finally pass? A roll of a 10.
That's
Come on.
Kinda brushes the shield off with his hand like, what's going?
Natural 20. Ha ha.
And then I will go back one, so he does technically get an attack of opportunity.
He's gonna take that attack of opportunity. As you go up to like hit him with a shield and knock him down after you throw the grenade, like what happens, it was a really weird moment where the impact from the grenade was pushing him forward and your shield pushed him back, so you actually just kept him stable where he was standing. And as you back away, he's gonna try to is he gonna try to? He's gonna try to bash you with his weapon on your way out.
My AC is 25 now, by the way.
Oh well, you know what? He can still roll a 20.
I'm just
Which
letting
he
you know
just
my
did.
AC increased.
Unfortunately.
Wait, really?
No, unfortunately he did not. No, I'm talking about on his check. He rolled a
Oh.
natural 20, but this one he did not.
I was like,
Um,
this dude just legit crit me.
Yeah, for real. It's like, wow.
He's about to get a private education with the professor.
Oh yeah. Anything else?
Action, bonus action, a good chunk. Not even a good chunk of movement. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand right here menacingly so that they can't, can't squeeze past me.
Okay. It is now Ghost turn.
Okay, let's see. 30 feet there, and then if I take the dash action, can I still attack once or no?
No, not unless you can do it as a bonus action somehow.
He doesn't get that until like 14th level.
Motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
There's tech powers that allow you to like teleport as bonus actions and stuff.
Oh, he does have a teleporting spell, actually.
I
Do you have-
do, but I don't want to waste that.
Okay,
That's all right. Do whatever you want.
you do ready an attack action. Well, I don't think anything's gonna make it past me, honestly. What would Ghost do in this situation?
Don't forget, there's doors at the top down here. There's a door down here. There are a couple of doors in this hallway over here.
I guess I'm just going to.
And you did see that other guy run this way.
I'll
Yeah,
move
he's-
right on the other side of him, of Saber, and I will. Oh, I don't want to waste the turn, but shit.
Just either take the dodge action, ready an attack action for if somebody comes in sight. It's probably your two.
Yeah,
best
but when
options.
you ready an attack action, that's your reaction, right?
You would
I-
have to use your reaction to trigger that. Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, already an action, and I'll just.
You can
I'll
ready a
just stay
cantrip.
put.
You could ready like warding shot or something.
True. That might not
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, I'll do that. Do I need to do? Is there like a?
Nope. You just declare your like trigger. That's all. So you'd be like, I'm gonna cast a warning shot whenever I see somebody enters my field of vision,
That's not one of us.
Alrighty.
or whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
All right, Emilio.
So I'm gonna casually walk up to this door and no type of hurry, and use my free object interaction to open the door.
You do exactly that.
Ooh, door's locked
Ah!
though.
You see 3 troops there, and when the door opens, these 2 guys right here are gonna take shots at you.
They can't see it, but I'm smiling under my helmet.
Ooh.
They cannot
I like
see it,
that.
even though you wish they could. So you have not reckless, so this is just a straight attack.
Mm-hmm.
What's your AC?
A very low 13.
Oh my god.
Well, one of them rolled an 11, but the other one rolled higher.
How is it
Okay.
so low?
No dex.
But even Constitution.
No
adds-
con.
He's
All,
he because he
all charisma, all
strength and
strength.
charisma.
Oh my god.
Force. He's the force caster life.
Oh my
Um,
god.
you take 7 points of energy damage as one of the blasters.
It cuts in
Of
half.
health
So
into you.
is that 3 or is that 4?
It rounds. The damage you take is
Down.
rounded down.
Yeah.
so 3
Okay.
energy damage.
I just kind of go. My turn. And I'm just gonna casually walk up to this one right here, and I'm just gonna reckless attack him.
That is a legal play.
Damn.
Is he still up?
15 damage. Yes, he has. Yeah, he never actually took damage from the other fight.
Oh, okay.
So
So-
yeah, but you come in through him. He's kind of like stumbles back, kind of bracing himself against whatever they were working on.
I'm gonna swing on him one more time.
Go for it. Oh, third crit of the night.
22 damage. Jami, you need to change your.
You
crit
just
die.
come in. You give him the You give him the clean 1-2 punch as you just.
It's just a straight 10. It's max damage on crit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just you come in with a quick chop as they take bolts. Like he was kind of expecting that to slow you down, so he wasn't quite prepared for your onslaught. And onslaught you did. Absolutely
Is-
terrifying.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
I'm gonna step on top of his body and just like crush his I'm gonna crush his bones under my feet and just look at them while I kind of twirl my lightsaber, just meditating in my Sith stance.
They immediately begin backing like up, and it's their turn. Unless you have any other bonus action stuff you want to do.
I turn around and close the door.
I'm not trapped in here
Instant
with
dread.
You. You're trapped in here with me.
They're going to book it back. 5, 10, 15, 20. You get your attack of opportunity against one of them.
Okay. The one that was closest to me makes sense.
Okay?
Is
Straight
this-
roll.
Am I still recklessing?
No, it's only on your turn.
Okay. Just making sure.
Oh, he just crits
Roll
again!
19.
19
God.
points of damage.
So as he was back, as I turned to close the door, I hear them beginning to move, and I just like without looking, I send my saber straight at his neck, and it just cuts the side of his neck as I pull it back to me and turn around and look at them on the other side of the room, trembling.
His head definitely trembles as he stumbles back from that ridiculously horrible crit, and he's like, he kind of like hits the box as he scrumples back, and like, so yeah, because of that, he didn't make it as far. And they're gonna take their shots at you. First one, the guy who didn't get crit is going to take you reckless, so he makes these attacks with advantage.
Sure.
It was a natural 1 and a 19.
Okay, 19 hits.
So seven points of damage.
So 4, right?
3.
3.
Okay, so
And they get 2 attacks each, so he's gonna make his second blaster shot into you. That's gonna hit as well for 9 points of damage. So you take 4 more.
okay.
The second guy, due to the epic nature of the crit and the bad timing of the boxes, he's gonna make his attack rolls with disadvantage, but with your reckless, it's a straight roll.
Hell yeah.
So he's gonna make his 2 attacks. What's your AC?
13.
Okay, he rolled 2 8s for a total of 14. So both of his attacks hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what did he roll for damage total?
The first one was 12,
Okay, so 6.
and the second one was 6.
3. So 9.
Yeah, finally putting some dents in your HP bar.
Pretty much.
These guys over here need to make their dexterity saving throws. The heavy weapons guy fails. The guy behind him passes. The guy behind him passes. So go ahead and roll. The big guy failed, right? That's what I said.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll your 2d8 fire damage.
That's me.
Sorry, you roll your 2d8 fire damage.
7.
Ah,
7. So
Not bad.
he takes the full 7, and everybody else takes half. So
3.
3 each. This guy's gonna begin moving forward, and as he moves forward, he's gonna move out of the fire, and he's going to.
Can I see him?
Yeah, you can see him.
Can I take my reaction and shoot him? With
Yeah.
my warding shot?
Let's
Go for it.
dude.
Good
Hey.
job remembering your trigger, Sammy.
What's it called? He does have cover though,
Cool, it's not gonna
but
matter.
you rolled a 24. Not that much cover.
High five.
So
Take the 9. And then when he makes his attack roll,
If he hits me.
2d6. Yeah, if he hits you, 2d6.
he's going to do the same thing he did to Ghost earlier, though obviously it was a different one, and he's going to just shoot a spray. He's gonna like wild spray into Zeta. So Zeta, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
And I'm with tactical advantage, so it will be at advantage.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh.
shit, hold on. All right.
Wow, you've
No,
no, they're both there.
Inspiration.
Yeah. I'm gonna use
Oh,
my
okay.
inspiration to reroll that too.
Okay.
Oh my god, and I
Oh,
rolled a
no.
2.
Wow.
You take the full damage from this attack, which honestly I'll probably roll crap because I have to. Sammy, if you want to go ahead and roll your 2d6.
Okay.
Come on, full 12.
Oh.
Oh, no.
5. So 13 minus 5, you take 8 points of damage.
Hey, that's. Yeah.
I dealt damage to Anthony. I am the king. Also, Anthony, Constitution saving throw for your concentration.
Oh yeah. Come on, beat the 10.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
go.
Man. These other guys are gonna. This guy here, who is kind of already on his way out, is gonna keep moving. 5, 10, 15, 20. This guy is going to take some shots into you to the best of his ability.
Which guy?
This guy here,
Oh, okay.
he's gonna take 2 shots at Zeta. Zeta, you have okay.
5 AC.
Both miss.
Let's go.
The guy behind you is gonna do the same thing.
Walk towards me, coward.
They both miss.
Step in the fire.
This guy, he's trying to figure out how to navigate with the fire and the, 'cause he obviously doesn't want to stay there. But he can't exactly get through either. So he's going to step back outside the fire. That's going to be burning there for a full minute. And that was their turn.
It's my turn.
2 more troops walk out of the doors here.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
that's what I thought.
And now it's Zeta's turn.
Bonus action, we're going to shove this guy back 5 feet.
Oh, strats! Strats!
There you
16.
21.
What?
go. Oh, this
Boom!
guy's strong.
This guy's a heavy dude. You bounce into him. You guys collide against each other again.
Titans.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
Okay, but that was my bonus action.
Bonus action.
So let's use an action. Think we will hit him with Rhyme Strike. Or attempt to hit him with Rhyme Strike, apparently.
Yep, that's not gonna do it. After you bounce off of him, you try to like whip out with your knife, and you try to cut across him, but all it does is just kind of scrape across his armor, dealing nothing.
Yeah.
Still have your hasted attack.
Oh shit, I do. Fiber
You
cutting.
cantrip with it, but you can always stab.
You can use an action to shove a creature, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Attack action?
Can you? It does technically replace your attack action. 1 weapon attack only. Yeah, I guess you can.
Yeah, let's try to shove him again.
All right.
It's like watching 2 mech suits fight.
I tried to push him with my shield, then I swung in with my Rhyme Strike, and now I'm trying to push him with my shield again, essentially.
You rolled a 7. You push him back into the
Yes!
fire, forcing him to make another dexterity saving throw.
2d8.
He fails his dexterity saving throw. Roll that 2d8.
Not bad.
11 points of damage. Boom. He's kind of annoyed and angry and kind of stuck at the same time.
Keep your eyes
The fire's starting to burn through the suit and heat up. You can see it kind of getting some like red in some places. Anything else?
That's all of my actions, unless I decide to move, but I like being right here. Actually, no. We're gonna move back one so that they have to come to... No. Because then he... Yeah. No. Yeah. We're gonna move back one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Ghost.
If I move here, I could still see him through the corner, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
they'll have like
so
half
this guy
cover,
down
but yeah,
here
you can see
too.
them. Yeah, these guys would have 3/4 cover to type from where you're at. Well, this guy you can't. The bad guy you can't see at all, but this guy you can kind of see in your peripheral. You'd have 3/4 cover. You'd have
I mean, he can
Three
poke
quarters
around the
cover against you.
corner.
what? Well, he'd have to move there and then move back
He's still got
officially.
plenty of speed. He'd be able to move 5 forward,
Yeah.
5 back.
Have at thee.
Uh, actually, you know what? I'll do a little. So, because I moved. Well, I was here, right? So I moved 20 feet, so I have 10 feet of movement left.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll actually, my free object interaction, I'll switch back to the grenade launcher,
They got 2 armor.
Let's go.
and then
Drop a fire grenade down at the bottom hallway too.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But I'll have to use a bonus action to load the grenade, though. So I'll do that. I'll move here, and then I'll just put it in the center of them, Kyle.
All right, another fiery explosion.
When it comes to their turn is when they'll make their deck saves.
All right,
Mhm.
rip that 20.
Yeah.
All right, that was an action though to throw the grenade. No, wait, no, this you're shooting as part of your gun, right? So you still have your other action, your other
Yeah.
attack action. Though I don't know if you can do anything with it.
No, because I'd have to reload it, and I've already.
Spent your bonus action, your object interaction, your attack action.
Yeah. So, what can I use? Oh no, you can't use the dash. I'll just move the 5 feet back,
Okay, no
and
problem.
then well, can I use the action to reload it again?
No, it has to be
It has to
action
be
or
a
bonus
weapon.
action. Yeah.
Okay.
It's your second attack, so it has to be used to make an attack.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. At the top of the line, I'm gonna go ahead and call for like a quick 10-minute break or something, so we can get refreshed, go to the bathroom, etc.
Sounds good.
Before we kind of lead into,
The final phase.
yeah, basically. So let's all meet back here in 10 minutes so we can
Okay.
finish killing bad guys
It's 8
or
o'clock.
good guys.
Got it.
I don't know. So yep, we'll see you guys shortly.
Well, I mean, since it's pre-recorded, they're not even gonna see this break part.
That's absolutely correct. That's a good point. But whatever.
That's just gonna be
Good,
like, alright.
building good habits. Building good habits.
No, it's just gonna. We're gonna take a break here, and then it's just gonna be literally a crossfade. Night. Love you too.
I am back.
Yo yo. Yeah, I just signed up for the Star Wars 5e Patreon.
Nice.
You signed up for it, right? The contest.
No, I didn't know anything about it. What's going on?
It just happened today. They will write an adventure for your campaign basically, but it'll be an official thing. So we could basically get cross exposure.
That is true. That would be good. How much is the Patreon?
Well, the Patreon's not part of it. I just signed up for it because they give you a bunch of free stuff, which is very cool.
Oh, what kind of free stuff?
It's not really free if you're paying for it, right? But
When the 6 athletics trips the opponent.
yeah, I was like, yeah, let's go, bro. Like for real, for real.
With the guys in the room with the saber seat.
Wait, what?
Russell posted that gif of when Vader turns on his lightsaber because it's like a really dark hallway and then you just
Oh,
see
yeah. Except I was standing on the body of their dead friend, crunching his bones. Fucking brutal, bro. Oh, I think that would be my Sith name for this character.
Brutal.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Darth Brutal. Fucking. This Patreon's pretty good. They had a fucking interview with Brennan Lee Mulligan because they helped to write his adventure for him for Starstruck Odyssey.
Yeah.
Well, if Kyle's nice enough, maybe you can get it.
Kyle, nice as a DM.
Ooh.
Now you're making jokes.
I mean, sometimes I'm funny. You know, he's still not back yet. I'm kind of starting to think that, you know,
He's got 2
Yeah.
minutes.
he ain't about that life. You know what I mean?
2 minutes. That's all you get. Dude, this has been a very fun combat session.
Bro, I love this character, bro. If Garm or Boltgrave dies, I'm bringing this guy out as an old man. It's literally gonna be like old man Saber.
I already told Russell, I was like, if Fulgore dies, God forbid, I will cry. But I know what I'm playing next.
For real, dude. Berserker Barbarian is a vibe, like.
I'm on turn 4 of my haste. 6 more turns, and then I will have to Was it lethargic? I lose a round.
Don't know actually.
Need to pull up the grenades tab. Because I bought 6 different grenades. Oh. Explosive, not ammunition. There we go. Still have cryo grenade, electrifying grenade, gas grenade, ion grenade, and a panic grenade.
Hello.
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 All we're missing is our DM.
I went to that thing probably tonight or tomorrow.
What?
This giveaway thing or whatever.
I mean, it's just a Google form. You just put in your email and your Discord user, and that's it.
Oh, all right. Calm down. I didn't know. I didn't click on it.
Well, that's why I figured I'd tell you how easy it is before you procrastinate it.
Oh, don't talk to me about procrastination.
Oh, you already know I do that, but at least I look at things first. I love you.
No, fuck
You're lucky he's recording.
Well, I'm the one editing it, so.
You stupid fucker.
Oh no, our monetization.
I love you. Oh, they have nice cups. I'm about to buy this cup. That's so cool.
Excuse me.
And that
nice
logo's
what?
sick, dude. Cup? Dungeon Jedi Masters makes their own merch.
Nice.
And it's the Jedi Council symbol, but with a D20.
That's cool.
You're a
Looks
Jedi
like-
Council symbol.
Thanks.
Ooh.
Nice
There's
cup.
Kyle. We're all here, Kyle.
Hey, look, it's me and Jama on the front of the Star Wars thumbnail.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
That's racist.
What? It's Jama on the left and me on the right. I don't know what you're saying.
This guy.
Obviously, if you look beyond the color of their skin.
Alright, let's get in there. Let's do this.
All right, let's blow things up. I don't know if we're still recording right now or not.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
I never stopped it.
Okay, 3, 2. All right, we are done with our break now, and we're gonna jump right back in the middle of combat, because shooting stormtroopers is every Star Wars fan's favorite pastime. We left off with Emilio's turn, at the top of the round. What do you do?
And I'm just gonna slowly walk towards this guy that I crit earlier,
That's correct.
and then I'm gonna.
You're like 75% sure you hear crying underneath the helmet.
Well, I have expertise in perception.
You're like 85% sure you hear crying under the helmet.
Does a 28 hit?
28 does hit.
He almost crit
Amazing.
again.
Go.
That's rough.
Ugh.
It's-
It's you cut through some of his armor, and it's like he doesn't actually bleed out, but his body's starting to crumble, and he's like you hear heavy breathing underneath the
I wish I could use necrotic touch. But
Ugh.
I can't. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack him again.
You could.
It's still
but
reckless.
that's the
So.
only attack
Yeah.
you could do.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Oh, didn't that meet it?
16 is his AC, so that hits.
Oh, wow. Let's go.
You get the rest of your lightsaber through and decapitate him, with anime tears trailing behind underneath the helmet.
How did that go?
Uh,
DM, can I hear that from where I'm at, even though the door's closed?
what? No, probably. Maybe. No, probably not. We need to get Jama playing a Tusken and me playing a Wookiee in one party.
Oh my god.
make the GM shoot themselves.
That would be hilarious for a one shot.
One shot advantage.
Yeah.
You have like a droid who doesn't speak like common, a Wookiee, and a
They just make
Tusken.
leaps and whistles.
The whole roleplay session is just done with sound effects.
It's just all galactic basic hand gestures.
That would be amazing, bro. That's like a high level like roleplay narrative. Anyways, you absolutely demolished this guy. Anything else? Bonus action dance, bonus action.
Bonus action.
Flash dance.
I'm going to pick up this crate next to me and put it in front of me.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be easy
How
just
so?
to walk around it?
I'm brawny, so I can lift 3 times my carry weight.
No, that's definitely. No, I mean like
I think he's giving
create the
himself-
image in my head. I want to like actually
Um,
see what you're doing.
I'm standing it up the long way in front of me to give me cover.
Oh, this big one right here.
Yeah, I'm also gonna. It's just as a showing of strength because I know it's heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You pick it as a bonus action. Just like grab it, inducing your range. Go ahead and just give me a straight strength check real quick.
Oh, straight strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's at
You
advantage because you're raging, right?
Yeah. That's still true.
Oh, okay.
Tough.
I mean, I have expertise in athletics, so. But
We'll say between all of that and all of your features and the fact that you managed to get the get it up in front of you and kind of like bracing yourself behind it.
okay.
We need another.
Are you trying to break? Are you trying to break line of sight entirely?
No, just give myself a little cover. I don't want to not look at him.
Okay, sounds good. It is his turn. He's gonna looking at what you did. He's gonna try to back further into the crates, but he just like can't. So he's just gonna take 2 shots at you. Both of these are the advantage. You'll have like half cover, so it's +3 to your AC.
Oh, 16.
Nice.
Well, he makes his rolls with advantage because you reckless. The first one hits.
Okay.
For 6 points of damage.
So 3.
Yes. And then the second one hits as well for 12 points of damage.
So 6.
And all the guys over here. We'll start with the top half of the guys. The big heavy trooper is going to make his saving throw. He fails. Go ahead and roll your 2d8. Takes 6 more.
You gotta
Not
stop
looking-
rolling a 1, man.
At least it's not on my main attacks. All right.
Hey, this
Just the
this fire has dealt a lot of damage.
especially to that guy.
Yeah, I know. Being able to push it back into it was nice. He's gonna pull his gun up and he's gonna let both of you guys, and he's gonna take a step forward and just
He's just gonna fart.
burst. He's gonna burst into both of you. Both of you need to make dexterity saving throws.
He's gonna fart?
Well, I heard like a farting.
No. I know.
Yeah, I know.
His mic clipped.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20.
There you go.
Nice. Nope, that's not the right one. So you guys take 6 energy damage since off of the fell as blaster bolts nail around you. You dodge the brunt of it, but you get chip shot for 6 points of damage each.
I thought burst was no damage on a fail.
This is a monster
say
stat
burst.
block. Yeah, this is a monster stat. This is a monster stat block. It's
Oh.
called. Actually, the ability is called burst, but it's not like it's a burst action, not a burst feature or weapon thing. So,
Six
that means Zeta. Yeah, 6 each.
That is
'Cause
different.
He rolled a 12, so it became half for 6, and that means Zeta. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Wow, dude. I roll a nat nat 20.
We'll see.
Let's
Uh-oh.
go.
What's your total?
Con is a 3, so 8.
So you lose your haste, your tactical advantage.
I actually lose a
Oh.
turn.
Yep. This wave of lethargy speaks over you as your systems begin shutting down a little bit, slightly frayed by the onslaught. This guy over here, can he see Ghost? Let me pull a.
Ghost hasn't rolled his fire damage for these two guys down here.
I'm resolving the top half first.
Okay.
He.
Could probably see Ghost.
There's no way you would have to see Zeta
It's-
through me.
What's it called?
He definitely can't see me.
He can't see you. I think he can see Ghost, but Ghost you have 3/4 cover, so that's +5 to your AC.
So 22.
Yeah, he's gonna try to make 2 shots at you through the fire and flames. What was your AC?
22.
Okay, yeah, they both hit the corner of the wall there, doing nothing.
Okay, Kyle, I know it's a little late, but I just remembered I can do something. Is it too late?
But it depends on what it is.
I forgot that I can, due to my subclass, I can use my potent aptitude to reduce the damage that I take. I know it's a little.
That's
after the-
fine. You can. Because you're saying if you can reduce it to 0, you won't have to take.
Because new characters in general. So
Yeah, no. Show me the feature real quick. I just want to make sure I understand it.
I will have to copy and paste it.
Yeah, when you take damage, you can use your reaction, expend one of your potent to absorb some of the damage. You must be wearing my fire. You haven't used your reaction yet this turn?
Nope.
Yeah, go ahead and use it.
Well, I automatically pass because my intelligence modifier is a 5.
Oh, so yeah.
But I can still.
But you did use one of your.
There.
Oh, but you used one of your potent aptitude dice.
Correct.
Okay.
So I do use a resource, but this means I would take no
You
damage.
keep your haste up.
And I
Right,
can
you keep your.
haste.
Right, okay, that works. So you keep your haste up by the hair of your chinny chin chin.
He's a merciful God.
Yeah, I know.
What's it called? Oh man, like use your abilities, right? That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna shoot there. These two guys that you kind of saw dash into the room, or I'm trying to. 5, 20. They're gonna.
Let's make some saves first. Do they make their saves?
I'm still in the top half.
Oh shit! There's more people at the top.
No, these are. I mean, you guys saw these, or Zeta saw these earlier. 5, 10, 15, 20.
He's
man,
gonna
this is
take
rough.
Damage for entering the fire.
25. They don't want to take it up. Yeah, I know. I got that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They took the dodge action, so they make these saves with advantage, but that means they can't attack you guys this turn. So the first guy that ran through is going to pass his dex. The second guy who ran through, was it what? Actually, I believe. What's the DC on the grenade?
14.
And the second guy actually failed, even with advantage. So go ahead and roll your 2. Oh, you already did.
Yeah, but do you want me to roll it for each person?
No, just once is
Definitely.
fine.
Oh.
Once per instance. So the first guy takes 1 point of fire damage. The second guy takes the full 3 fire damage as they run through the fire and flames. They brace themselves in front of you. And that's the end of the top half quarter. We go back down to the bottom. Both of these guys need to make their respective saves. They both pass. So Sammy, I need you to roll your 2d8. Nice. They each take 7 points of damage. Um, he's going to run out of the fire. I'll start with the bat guy because that's easier. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to make it around the corner, look at the situation, and he's going to toss a grenade behind you guys.
Wow, what a dick.
I know. I need both of you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Unnatural 20.
Both of you pass, so you take half damage. So you guys take 3 kinetic damage each. As a small fag grenade explodes behind you guys. And Zeta, that means you need to make another Constitution saving throw for concentration.
Yes!
All right, works. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then this guy's going to do the exact same thing. Toss a fag grenade behind you guys. I need you guys to make another dexterity saving throw.
Wow, dude, these guys and their grenades.
Wow, crazy. Man, who would come to this with just grenades? What? I can't imagine. Both of you guys pass, so you guys take 4 more damage each. And Zeta, that's another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, natural 20.
You pass. You survived the round of dexterity
Yes.
saving throws.
Yes.
Yeah, you better do something fucking big on your turn, Anthony.
Dude, you ain't even ready.
That will be their turn. Zeta, after surviving all those turns, close calls, what do you do?
Okay, so if a grenade says each creature within 10 feet, is that just 4 squares?
No, like I said, when you choose a point, you choose a vertex on the
'Cause, like,
the squares.
Yeah.
So, so if you were to choose here, 10 feet would be a 4x4.
4x4?
Yeah. From so kind of everything, almost the entire place that
You
you
would get
So if you
all
want to
of
hit all of
them.
these guys, you could hit right here, and that would get everybody but this guy down here.
Except for this guy? That's fine. Yeah, let's try to hit
Yeah, yeah.
all 4 of these guys.
All right. So, what
We
grenade
are
are you throwing?
We are throwing a panic grenade.
Oh,
Each
What's a
creature within
panic
10
grenade?
feet must make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw. A creature takes 2d6 psychic damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. Additionally, on a failed save, a creature becomes frightened of you for 1 minute, and it can repeat those saves at the end of its turn.
all right. I'll start at the top. What was the DC?
At the start of the creature's turn, it can actually repeat those saves. 14.
At the start of the turn, they get to remake the save.
Yes, at the start of their turn, they'll get to remake the saves if they fail.
So, I don't I really have a good panic grenade. Just throw an actual grenade up there. Panic grenade, panic grenade. Both of those guys failed.
Yeah, let's go.
So the people who failed take the full 8, and the people who passed take half.
Yep. And the ones that failed are now frightened of me for 1 minute,
They have to run away, don't they?
essentially. As a bonus action, I'm going to try to trip this guy directly in front of me.
Okay, go ahead and
Natural 20.
Ooh.
he can roll a natural 22,
He
but he
could.
does not. He does not. He falls underneath your hill.
I just like keep my foot on him, and I'm just like standing over him majestically.
Right. Actually, if you tossed her the grenade, he was distracted by the grenade and managed to brace himself for that, but you managed to take advantage of that. Kneecap him with your shield, and he collapses down on the ground in front of you.
Hell yeah. Action, bonus action. Oh, hasted action. I'm now gonna stab the dude on the ground.
Beautiful.
Okay, just let me. the heavy weapons dude is not looking good right now. The panic, he seems to be like hyperventilating from the panic grenade, and the fire. It's all starting to get to him, and he's not looking very good right now. The dude in front of you is looking better than the dude to your left, but he's definitely got some wear and tear.
Yeah, I'm
So-
gonna hit the one that's prone, so I can have
All right.
advantage.
Nice.
A 25
That hits.
for 12 kinetic damage. I rolled max damage.
You hit him like right in. What type of weapon do you have again? Vibro cutter.
Yep.
Yeah, you get him like right into the collarbone and rip it out, and he's like coughing up blood, like at this barely conscious at this point. He's at 1 HP.
All right, class, what did you learn?
Nice.
And then I pass turn.
Oh, he actually took the dodge action. That was supposed to be disadvantage, but an 18 still hits anyway, so that's fine.
Haha.
Actually, been a straight roll, so you're still good. Good, nothing happened. Ghost.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Ranger's Quarry on that guy, and then I'm going to let's see here, hold up. What the fuck? Hold up. God damn it, I was looking at it a second ago. I'm just gonna vortex shot this guy. Let's see here. So anyone in
You haven't used your combustive shot yet.
I want to pull this guy away from me. I don't want him in front of me.
Well, he's panicked, so he should actually be trying to run away.
You what you want? Vortex shot's
Here.
cool.
Says on a hit, target suffers the attack. Each large or smaller creature within 10 feet of the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled to the nearest on a pocket. Okay, yeah. The power deals an additional damage at level 5, an extra 1d6. Okay, so let's see.
I believe I've already included your level 5 upgrade.
Nice.
25 is definitely gonna hit. 17
Yeah.
plus 5 plus your die 6. 4. Nice. 26 points of damage.
And then he will make the strength
So
saving
all
throw.
all 4 of these people need to make strength saving throws.
Everybody clap your hands.
Although it doesn't. It says. Well, I don't know what the opposed or what the save is though.
It'll be using 8 plus your 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier.
So 3, 8, 11 plus my.
Intelligence.
No. Okay, so so it's 13, 14,
What's
Oh,
your
11.
intelligence modifier?
3,
3. Okay, so it's 14.
14.
Okay, so I'll start at the ones closest to. So this first guy passes. This guy fails. He gets pulled all the way back to this guy. The big guy. Believe it or not, fails. Gets pulled back,
Beautiful.
and the guy at the bottom, he passes. So both of those guys get pulled away.
Okay, so this guy's still standing then after taking.
Yeah, he's not looking good. You definitely took a big chunk out of him.
Okay.
And with already pulling down to him, he's like woozy and staying like barely staying afloat right now. A lot of these people look pretty bad, honestly.
Okay, and then I will go ahead and bonus action translocate to 30 feet away because they can't take an attack of opportunity when I'm.
Correct.
Teleporting? Correct.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go all the way down the fucking hall. I don't want to be here. And how many
Go.
tech points? That's 3 tech points, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have 2 left.
If it's a second level spell, yeah.
Yeah, it's a second level spell.
You
Hopefully,
know,
target lock.
at wills don't require tech points. You know that, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
know, but that's a level 2.
No
And
worries, just making sure. And you get
Sammy's
to add your intelligence modifier to the number of tech points you have.
Oh, so I have 8 then?
That might be. Yeah, that's probably close. Yeah, you get to add. It's whatever is in the chart plus your spell casting modifier.
yes, you have a
So you
total of
might need to add 3 to yours.
8 points total.
Oh, okay, cool. So I still have 5. Okay, cool.
You actually still have your 30 feet of movement as well because you teleported.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely I'm gonna move right here. And that'll be my turn. I think that's all I can do.
And then I pull
All
out
right,
my gun.
all right, Emilio.
You probably think I don't know how you're feeling right now, but I do. And I use my free object interaction to take off my helmet, but it's not unbuckled, so it just kind of dangles over my chest. I want you to look at my face, and I kind of just step closer to him.
He's definitely scooting back.
Every scar is a story. I lost a lot of friends, and so did you today, and I'm gonna stab him.
Reckless.
Yeah.
All right. Throw those dice.
Nice.
You hit, obviously.
I know this hurts,
Does
but believe me when I say it's harder living with it. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, it hits.
So
As the as your lightsaber like pulses through him, you can underneath the visor underneath it, you can see um his barely conscious eyes, sweat drops. This like visceral fear reaction in him, and you can kind of see him struggling with every ounce of his being to stay alive.
I'm like pressing my forehead against the forehead of his helmet. I'm like, I'm gonna free you of that soon.
Oh god.
he is you can tell that he does not look happy, and you can see like it's a really weird feeling when you know you're about to die.
Oh god. It's weird when you say that aloud.
Oh, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, it'll be their turn. Starting with the guy facing Amelia right now. He's going to pull his grenade out and hold it just between and hold it between you guys and activate it.
I'm gonna smile and I'm gonna say, that's the spirit.
I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
With advantage because of danger sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice,
Nice.
dude.
Nice. So you take 4 points of kinetic damage, but have to again to 2 because of your
Raging.
and he actually rolled enough damage to kill himself because he's not resisting. So he just kind of like the grenade explodes, and as you just kind of like you cleverly dodge the more like lethal parts of the explosion, and his body just kind of just takes the impact. You see bits and pieces cut through the armor and blood starting to sip out from his armor, and you see the lifeless eyes through the helmet.
The thing I did to block the explosion was I pulled the body of his friend in front of us, and I let him look at his friend's face before the bomb went off. And then I dropped both of them.
That's nice.
The last
I like
face he
that.
ever saw was just another soldier.
So then, I calmed the guys and I'm like, yeah, this room's clear.
It's still everybody else's turn.
Yeah.
So the chaos that's happening on the other end. This guy can't see anybody now, so he's like, all right. He's going to run through the fire.
He's gonna dodge too.
No, he's not because he wants to fire. He's going to make his roll. He's going to pass his roll, but I do need to roll your two. Oh, you rolled already. So he's going to take
That's
3
great.
damage as he hot his way through the fire. And then he's going to take a shot at Zeta.
At disadvantage
Well-
because he's within 5 feet of me.
It's true. Which means he has like no chance of hitting.
Unless he can roll 2 20s.
Probably not. A 15 and a 19. That's still not enough to. What's your AC?
25.
Yep. Nope. No chance of that happening. So that's his turn. These guys are both panic guy. This guy is still technically prone, so he's going to. He got pulled while prone, which is unpleasant. He's gonna spend half his movement to stand up. And run toward the door. And he's gonna try to open it, but it looks locked. And he's
Banging
like,
on it.
"Let me in! Let me in!" This guy, seeing him dash forward, he starts moving forward, realizes that he's not getting through, and so he's gonna turn around, see what he can do, and just take some shots at Zeta and cross his fingers.
Man, I should have bought 2 fire grenades. What was I thinking?
Those are gonna miss. These 2 guys are going to.
Panicked ones.
Yeah, the 2 panicked one. This guy is definitely booking it.
Run through the
He's
fire.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he starts banging on the door as well. Well, he was supposed to make his wisdom save at the beginning of his turn. I should do that.
Well, I think, that there's one turn of it, because if the grenade pops on my turn, why would they just not have anything happen, right?
I don't know, probably because it's a super powerful ability. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess additionally on a failed save, creature becomes frightened of you for 1 minute. At the start of an affected creature's turn, it can repeat the save, the effect on a success, ending the effect on a success.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess they
But-
get 2 chances before their turn to. Oh,
Yep.
actually, they wouldn't have gotten the first roll. No, wait, yeah, because the first was the wisdom save, which also included the
Right.
damage.
So both of these guys are going to be knocking. This guy attacked, got to no avail. This guy's going to take one last burst shot at you before he books it back. So I need you to make one more deck save.
Wow, what a dick. Uh, 17.
A 17 is a success, so that's half damage. You take 3 points of energy damage. As he kind of like retreats while blasting you in this huge burst rate fire.
Now, do I use upload and aptitude to just not take damage?
Your call.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. That's a aptitude die.
7 damage.
This guy who's somehow survived everything so far is going to step up and then take 2 shots at you. And miss.
I just keep blocking everything with my shield.
Yeah, exactly. Shield, heavy armor, you're just like an impenetrable wall that they can't get through. Super tedious and annoying.
That's the DM, not the soldiers.
No, I'm fine. It's their problem. I dealt damage to him, dude. I knocked out of 30 of his HP. I'm golden. It's the most damage ever down to Anthony's AC builds.
That's true.
It only took 5 grenades, a burst damage weapon.
To be fair, in Star Wars, there's more ways to hit me than there is in D&D.
That's
It's
true.
true. I know. That's one of the advantages to Star Wars. You see out of this doorway, 5, 10, 15. This guy comes out. He's gonna make a
Did he? I was gonna say he entered the fire, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I just
and he
rolled my
takes-
2d8.
Yep, and he takes.
That's my fire, but I'll let you take
Oh
it with
shit!
that
I'm
roll.
sorry, I forgot. No, you're right.
I'll let you take it
Stealing?
with that 10. Just this one time.
How generous, Sammy. How generous. Team player.
He takes the fire. He's annoyed, but makes his way through, taking the big brunt of the damage because he failed a saving throw. And he's gonna take 2 shots at Zeta. And he misses because Zeta's got like 25 AC or something like that. And then another heavy guy comes out with his heavy machine
Oh,
gun.
no.
Or
Never ending.
5,
Jeez.
10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna make his dexterity saving throw. He passes. So Sammy, do you want to roll your damage?
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn.
Go.
All right, this guy's gonna burst into Zeta again. Zeta, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That was almost a natural 20.
Oh, that means that's a fail.
Yup.
That means you take full damage,
Yup.
which is 9 points of damage.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And you gotta make a concentration check.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's the bad part.
You just gotta roll a 10.
I did it!
Let's go.
Ugh.
Beautiful.
As the pressure builds, the fires light the hallways. These guys all are trying to get through this closed door, but whoever's on the other side of that's not letting them through. Zeta, it's your turn. You and your 1v18 over here.
Alright, class. Today's lesson, gas. And I throw a gas grenade that has a 10-foot radius sphere. So let me go ahead and
That's
put
pretty
my
good.
token. Where am I putting that for max?
Well, it's not on you. It's not an exact. That's not an exact
Yeah,
replica.
I'm just, it's the 10-foot radius that I'm figuring out.
Right. No, but it becomes a 15-foot radius when you put it on a token, so it's a little weird. But remember, you're choosing
Oh,
a
that's
corner.
true.
Well, it's including your square. 'Cause
Is it around? Is it around you?
no, it's a 5-foot, I mean a 10-foot radius sphere.
Right, around a certain point, which is you choose the corner as a point. So therefore, 5 is a 4-foot square, 10 is a 4x4 square, 15 is a 5x5 square. So you actually get a bigger range when you can target a specific person with your ability, but it's just one of the weird roll mechanics that simply exist because it's the easiest way
You
to
can
do
just
it.
aim for that corner right here.
Honestly, there's 4 guys over there.
Well, I wanted to include these guys because it also counts as heavily obscured.
Oh,
Uh,
I don't know.
So-
It's whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I don't. That's your
That's your
I
call.
wonder if I could draw.
Because if I include these squares, then these guys are affected by their vision.
I mean, that's annoying.
It also the fog spreads around corners and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for 1 minute or until 10 miles of hour wind.
Right. So kind of
I'm
Like-
just gonna post the whole thing so everybody can see it rather. That is the gas grenade.
Boys. Dang, that's pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. Okay,
That's
so
solid.
is this about where you want the square?
Technically,
Or do
it's
you want
supposed to
this-
be a sphere, but yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, well, it's virtually. It's kind of like a fireball supposed to be a sphere, but we still use squares because it's just easier that way.
It goes around corners too, so that's
So,
still.
it
it's
cuts
going
ev-
around
it's-
the corner.
Yeah, it sees everything here. So, the grenade explodes from the inner 10-foot radius. The fog spreads. When a creature enters the fog or starts its turn there. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
then
the
they're-
important part.
just like the fire.
Remember, yeah,
This
then they're
dude's
poisoned.
in like the prime position.
This dude's just like he's just there with his back against the wall, like, oh my god. I'm just it's heavily obscured, which means not even Anthony can see him there anymore.
Nope, but They can't see me either, so 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, no, I'm gonna come down here. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, but I don't need to see through there to lob something over there, right?
No, you
Nope.
can
I can just shoot it off
absolutely
in that
just shoot a
direction.
grenade in that way.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
literally all I'm gonna do is fire grenades down this hallway.
Ghost, it is your turn.
Alright, object interaction to switch back to the grenade launcher. And then the bonus action to load a frag grenade. And
Nice.
I have up to 240 feet with the rifle, so I'm
Just
gonna be
drop the
placing
other
it
incendiary
here.
in, dude.
Where you
Alright,
putting it?
I wanna do damage now.
Yeah, like a real man. Just
I
kidding.
wanna do
Wow.
damage now.
Wow.
That's all right. Where are you lobbing it again? Over here? This little square?
Yeah, right here.
All right. Go ahead and throw the grenade in the chat. DC 14 dex save. 1, 2.
Isn't it like an athletics check to see how far you could throw it?
I'm firing it through the.
Yeah, it's coming through the
rifle.
gun.
Oh, Never mind.
It's 320
Never
feet
mind.
if that matters to you.
No, that's good to know. That's amazing. You can snipe someone with a grenade. You literally shoot someone across a river.
Yep.
It's the super mega ultra gun. Not that you can see these guys, but you hear an explosion and screaming out loud from the other side. You can only imagine that's the screams of dying people.
You could go the length of this whole shit, bro.
He's like, I'm a sniper, bro. This is my job, man.
Further back.
They're
And
just there
then that will actually. Oh no, because I can't see any of them because of the smoke, right? Well, no,
Right.
that's my
You just
turn. Yeah.
you kind of blind fired into them. You
Yeah.
knew basically where they were at and where the door was, so you're just like, I got this.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Would that do any damage to the door? Like,
A little bit, but not enough to be meaningful.
It's probably like a bulkhead or something, some huge ass door.
Yeah,
Dick.
blast shield doors.
Yeah, something to enter. What I
it's-
assume is the piling areas, not or the cockpit's not gonna be, or the bridge, whatever you call it.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn. Yeah, my bad.
All right, Emilio.
I am going to go.
I would heal if you have a med pack.
I'm gonna come here.
Was
Well,
that a
you have
dash action?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 40, 65. And then I'm gonna use my force ability Seethe. And then I'll
Is this a
send-
bonus action ability?
No, it's an action.
Well, you used your action to dash.
Oh,
Didn't you? Unless you have unless you can dash as a bonus action.
no, I can't. So that would have been my action to dash. My bad.
So you can drop yourself 25 feet. You can go 25 feet back if you want to save your action.
No, it's cool. I'll get right here, and then cause I'm gonna need to take damage if I'm gonna stay in rage. So if they end up coming out of it, then that works for me. I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to med pack. That's a bonus action, right?
No, it's an action,
Ah,
unfortunately.
mother f, bro.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it last turn.
Freaking frack. All right.
Would you like to go back 25 feet and do what you actually wanted?
No, Dank Farrick, I'm gonna stay right here. Yeah, no, I'll commit to
So you have to hope they hit you, otherwise you lose your rage.
Yep. I commit. I'm here. Pass my turn.
They're gonna
I'll hold.
run out of-
Actually, I already did my action.
Yeah, so you can't hold any.
Barrack, bro. And 40's literally my range, so like I would only be able to get to there. No, because I was gonna say I'll hold my action and throw my saber, but yeah, no, I'll just stay here. It's all good.
All
It's all
right.
good.
I mean, you
It's,
still have like 15 feet of movement. You could just move forward.
Yeah. No, I don't want to get any closer. I want to have options. I'll stay right here.
They're gonna come out of that gas and be like, wait, where'd the heavily armored guy go?
And they're just gonna see me standing there with my helmet off, like, and like blood and soot all over my face.
And all over your armor.
Yeah.
Well, I guess your body, you're not really wearing armor.
No, I'm wearing a flight suit.
All right, I need all of the dudes in this thing to make a DC 14 Constitution.
2d6.
This music's hard.
Oh, and they're poisoned if they failed. Let's do... Yes. That's 4 people that have to make that save. Full
We have
grenades,
some
grenades.
dead people in this dead and poisoned people in this group. Now it's their turn. This guy's gonna walk out of it. He's gonna see you guys over there, but mostly just Emilio, and he's going to unload inside Emilio. Emilio, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
At advantage.
It's true.
Factual.
That monster seek.
You take 4 points of energy damage, halved, so 2, halved again because of your rage, so 1.
Oh, okay.
This other guy's gonna creep out of here.
Poison means disadvantage on attack rolls, right?
Yep. So he's gonna. Let's see. Let's check the range of his weapon. He's gonna target the guy with the lightsaber in front of him because that's what any reasonable person would do. But it's with disadvantage because he's poisoned.
I got you, Saber.
Yeah, that missed entirely. This guy's gonna follow up, but pump awkward, awkward shoving asides, come out and try to shoot Emilio the same, with disadvantage though. So, what's your AC, Emilio?
13.
That does hit.
Okay.
So that is 8 points of damage.
So 4.
Yep. And then this guy who's stuck between the rock and a hard place is trying to decide what's more important to him right now. And the answer is probably just staying there like a reasonable person. And he can't see through there. There's fire behind him.
He's got this
He's
one
just
5
like-
foot square of safe space.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, you know what? I'm going to wait this out. They can't see me. I can't see them. What's the worst that can happen? This guy here is going to keep knocking on the door. He's still frightened, actually.
This guy wants to make it the officer.
Yeah, exactly. Don't engage the people killing your troops. He's just like, you know what? I'm going to chill here. We're good. Like, I'm out. And then after that, it is Zeta's turn.
How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is about 10 feet.
I'm gonna climb up the wall, up to the ceiling, climb out this way. Hi. And I'm going to drop down on an electrifying grenade on top of those 3 guys. And I will paste it in the chat so everybody can see it.
Can be blah, blah, blah. As an action, you can throw the grenade at a point you can see within range. Lightning damage. On a fail save that's shocked at the end of effective turn, they can end the effects on a success. So this is a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
By all 3 of them, right? Okay, so. Okay, so 2 of them pass, but the big guy fails. So now they're all afflicted with a status condition. We're basically playing Pokemon at this point.
Good game, so.
So he takes the full 9, and these guys take 4 each. Wait, when do they reroll their poison saving throw?
I think they're just poisoned.
Additionally, on a fail save, the creature's poison while it is in the cloud. Oh, okay.
Well, I guess that might have made a difference as soon as they stepped out of inside of it.
Yeah, once they leave the cloud, they're no longer poisoned.
While it is in. Yep.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm now gonna scoot up to this guy. I'm gonna be the 5 feet over him. Then I'm going to drop down on top of him using my bonus action to shove him, and I'm gonna shove him right back into the smoke.
All right, go give me your check. He rolled a 21.
What?
So you come down on him, you bounce off of him, and he's almost goes back into the smoke, but he immediately catches himself before he lands inside.
Well, that's just rude. Hasted action. We're going to stab him with our vibro cut. No. Hasted action. We're gonna shove him again.
All right, make your check.
Full commit.
Hey!
Oh, nice. He rolled an unnatural 20. Boom! Pushed him back into the thing. He's shocked. He's stunned. Does
he get the 2d6 again? He was
when a
pushed
creature
back.
enters the fog or starts its turn there, it needs to make a Constitution. That is a failure, so roll your 2d6 poison.
Nice.
And he is considered poisoned and also shocked and all these other things. Okay.
Hold on. Now I'm gonna move back.
Attacks of opportunities. Oh, you're on the. You're still on. You still trigger the attack of opportunity.
Aren't they shot? No, only the one guy's shocked. Yeah, I'll take him. 25
Um,
AC.
Yeah, I know. They pretty much have to roll 20s to hit you. No, they both horribly miss.
Yep.
You run back over there in your quick, speedy, armory type strategy. Ghost.
All right. Object interaction to switch back to the sniper, and I will just take a shot at the first one.
Ranger
Alright.
Query.
Oh yeah, Ranger Quarry. Yeah, on the first one. Let's go.
Nice.
That'll do it. Go and add your dice 6.
Nice.
Is he still
Clean
standing?
crot. Yeah. Your blaster must have burned deep inside of his abdomen. he takes takes a step back as he heads to catch his breath, as the burn kind of emanates to his body, but he's still standing.
8 second time. Oh.
That's gonna miss. That one goes wide into the cloud of poison behind him.
Okay, and then can I bonus action to reload?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I will. Oh wait, no, don't I get a because my power belt?
Oh yeah. If you get a free reload.
Okay, yeah, okay, then yeah, take my power cell down, and then as a bonus action, I will use bonus action go to 30 feet. If he 5 feet, if he moves 5 feet, I could take a attack of opportunity.
Same one you just attacked.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that will be my turn.
Emilio.
I'm going to.
Med pack.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would just med pack.
I'm gonna lose my rage, but if I don't take.
No, you won't, because they still
No, 'cause if they shoot you-
they attacked you, so you're still keeping it as long as they keep attacking
How
you.
much is a med pack for HP?
Your hit die.
It is the creature rolls 1 die equal to their hit die and regain health points equal to the roll, and then the Constitution modifier.
Okay.
Since you just have a regular one.
It would be
1d12 plus your con mod.
which is
Yeah.
Just click your hit dice button.
Ooh,
Oh,
10 health. 10 health isn't bad.
That's
And
really
that's better
good.
than no health.
What?
+2. Oh, it's automatically added.
Yeah,
Plus
you hit
2.
Yeah.
you hit the hit
Okay.
die button, so it's automatic.
Okay.
That's basically 20 health.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, you still have your bonus action and your movement.
I am going to bonus action. I don't really have a lot of bonus actions. That's the trouble. Yeah, no, I don't really have a lot of bonus actions. So I'm just gonna kind of like walk up to this guy and like stomp on his helmet and crush his skull, and I'm gonna turn back towards the guys in the hallway that are all messed up, and I'm just gonna be like, "It's okay. You're gonna be sleeping too." And that's my turn.
They are terrified. Go ahead and make a intimidation check.
Oh, all right. That wasn't even my. I wasn't trying to, but
I know you weren't. It's just a narrative beat. Okay, it is now their turn. You're like as you're like crushing your head, you turn to look at them like you're like passively, maybe even unknowingly, like the dark side just kind of like emanating around you. You can kind of feel it like that anime force presence. You kind of, like that killer stare that people give, and they feel it. They turn around and they look at you. They look at the poison cloud behind them. They look at you. They look at the poison cloud behind you. And they are legitimately
what's
analysis. Yeah, they're frozen. They are frozen right now and like trying to figure out what the right thing is. And while they're kind of stuttering about, this guy comes back out of this thing, looking around and
Doesn't he have to roll for the damage while he's in there though?
oh, because he started his turn in there, so he doesn't need
Yeah.
to make a con save. He succeed. So if you want to roll half, so he takes 2. He comes out and he glances around. The only person he can really see is
Saber.
Emilio. So he's gonna straight into Emilio. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
13 doesn't save, I'm assuming.
13 is the DC.
Oh, let's go!
So, he roll it's a total of 10, so it halves to 5, then halves again to 2. So
Nice.
you take 2 damage.
Dude, imagine if you didn't, you would have had to take with your hit die.
Oh,
Well, you just healed.
basically.
What's it called? As it pelts into you, like you just kind of like you embrace it. You know, this isn't even damage. This is just like the pain that fuels your fire. And after these two guys see you just blow off that barrage of attacks, they're just like the other way's good, and so they're going to book it, and
They turn and run.
they're gonna.
I say
This
no
guy
one
has.
gets away.
This guy is going to live in such regret. You can go ahead and make your first reaction attack against this guy.
I did.
You hit. This guy, as he like turns to run, and he just like he stumbles into the cloud behind him. Then you lose sight of him. You lose sight of him entirely.
They both have to make their saves.
Yeah,
For the
oh, yeah.
fire and the
Yep.
gas.
Yep.
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 The 9 is the gas. The 4 is the fire.
I don't even see a 9.
It's right.
Oh, it's up
before
there.
this
Okay.
shot.
Okay, so the poison save, the fire save. The poison is the 9,
Yes.
and then the fire is Okay, this guy is completely. I can't forget that the GM layer is my best friend. Inexplicably, the guy over here is still banging on the door, knocking and begging and pleading, and he still has not saved from his panic at the disco.
That's awesome.
This guy over here is just like, you know what? I'm as safe as I can be. This guy walked out and made his attack. He's gonna keep pushing for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's not gonna stop because he sees kind of how low health and how weak you guys are, and he's just like, I'll never. Like, when he also doesn't want to get pushed back into the
I was
smoke
about
again.
to say he's probably tired of getting kicked back into
Yeah, yeah. He's just like, no thanks, I'm not doing this again. So he's gonna keep pushing forward. Zeta.
Time for another lesson. Rhyme strike. Here we go. Actually,
Oh,
hold on.
baby.
First, we are going to try to trip him with the shield. That is our bonus action. 18.
Let's go. 18.
Yes.
Boom! He collapses on the ground in front of you. Are you on the air right? Are you in the air right now, or are you like? Are you on the
No.
roof right now?
No, I'm on the ground.
Okay.
No, I'm
Yeah,
going
the-
to rhyme strike him. Why did it not? Am I
Which
lagging?
bet?
Just roll 20 things. You just might have to try it again.
There we go.
Oh.
Up.
Oh,
So the
they all
first-
sent. Yeah. Yep, first one. So you dealt.
16 damage. 9 of it being kinetic, 7 being cold.
Yeah, you come in and you just stab straight into like his vulnerable spot in his neck piece, and the cold carbonite just begins to freeze his body into absolute nothingness. The great beyond.
So he's
Introducing the cold of death a little early.
literally nice. That was my bonus action, my action. I still have a hasted action. I don't want to walk through my own poison gas though, so I'm just gonna go over here. Actually, I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna like, all right. Why don't we regroup back here so we can heal up before we continue onward? But I won't end my tactical advantage just yet, just in case something happens. But I am ending my turn here.
Okay. That means it's Ghost's turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and spin this turn using a med pack. The heal
Not bad.
9,
Not bad.
31. And I guess object interaction to switch back to the grenade launcher, and then bonus action to load a incendiary grenade into it, and that'll be my turn.
Sounds like a plan. Emilio.
I'm gonna walk up to the gas, and I'm gonna try and listen to see if I hear anybody, like, in the hallways or anything.
Alright, give me a perception check. Okay. Not requiring a perception check. You've definitely heard this guy over here that you can't see, but you hear him still knocking, begging, and pleading, like, let me in! They're gonna kill me! Let me in! And then you hear slight breathing coming from over here, from the other side of the gas in the hallway there.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk right over here.
Oh fuck.
You walk into
Constitution save
here.
throw.
Yep.
Yeah, you walk into the gas, so you need to make we're gonna put you back over there for right now, one step at a time. You need to go ahead and make your Constitution check. Constitution saving throw.
That passes though, so half damage. So 3 damage.
So
Does that
3
half
poison
again, or
damage. No, I don't think he has poison damage.
No,
Oh,
because
okay. I was just curious, I didn't know.
No, I don't.
Save.
Yeah, so I don't have resistance to poison, so it's just 3, right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
and you bump into a stormtrooper right there before you can get out of the smoke.
Okay.
you.
Can I step into his space or no?
No, you can't.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and shove him back so he goes into the fire.
Okay.
He passed his save, so at least Jama's not poisoned.
No, but he is blinded, so this will be at disadvantage because he's heavily obscured.
Why though? He bumped into him.
Yeah.
He knows he's
Well,
there.
yeah, but also the guy knows he's there too. So, but Jama can't see him. But I mean, you're raging, so it's a straight roll for you. It's just
Okay. All right. Because I was gonna ask if I'm raising since it's an athletics check, it would be advantage, so it'd just be a straight roll, right?
yeah, it's a straight roll. Yeah, it's a straight athletics roll for you,
Holy
and he's
shit.
gonna
Hey, you can
compete.
push some
And
motherfucker in there.
he's obviously not gonna pass. So yeah, you come around the corner and like, perhaps like you don't even like bump into him. You just like know he's there, so you just slam into him, push him back into the fire here. He's gonna make a deck save, which he fails.
Okay.
This guy who thought he was safe and happy, all of a sudden has a, Sith in front of him, swinging his lightsabers. That's a hit.
So I go. The gas couldn't hide the smell of your fear. I'm here now. I'll make it go away.
Yeah, no, he thought he was safe, and so all of a sudden he's like frantic, and he's trying to like scramble and like re-pick up his weapon and all that stuff, and trying to get in a position, and then the fire's burning. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, on his turn, he's like, and as he's like trying to pull back up his weapon, it like he drops it from the heat, and the fire he catches fire while he's there. The fire begins soaring underneath his armor. He begins to contort in pain and scream and yell out as he can't stop, drop, and roll because he just ends up in more fire, and the fire absolutely takes him out.
Nice.
He had 1 HP left after he attacked him.
Poor guy.
And so as the lightsaber pierced through, or cut through him, he's just not doing particularly well. Oh, this guy can make this to make his check too. Nope, he has not passed his wisdom saving throw once.
In all honesty, where else is he gonna go, right?
Yeah, nowhere. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're starting to understand his position a little bit. Okay, Zeta.
I am going to use my action to medpack myself.
Okay, for the sake of some expediency here, initiative is kind of over.
Okay.
You kind of know where the other guy is. He's kind of just trapped there. The question is, do you want to do anything before your grenades peter out?
Well, I suffer one turn of lethargy when my tactical advantage wears off.
Okay.
Medpacks are only one use?
Yes.
Shit, I should have bought more.
Okay, baby, hold on.
Fuck it. Yeah, after Saber comes back to me, I will cast another third level spell. I'll radio him, Saber, get over here.
Okay. If that's your turn. Well, I guess that was kind of. So, like I said, is there anything Ghost or Emilio did you want to do before the grenades peter out?
I'll probably do one more med pack.
Actually, Ghost, don't use your med.
Oh, don't?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then no, then I'll probably just.
All right, Jama.
I'll just kind of charge around the corner towards the door where that guy was trying to get into.
Even after I just told you to come back to us?
Yep.
Yep, because I'm raged.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw real quick. Okay,
does
so you
pass.
take 3 poison damage,
Okay.
and it takes you 0 effort to dispatch this guy at this point. His back is turned. He's just trying to get out. He's hella gone and now hella dead.
Okay.
And you guys retreat back through a little bit and discuss your next course of action. You have one more room. There's a couple rooms that you haven't investigated yet. Nobody's entered or left this room down here. And then there's the main room up here.
Also, the 2 rooms of the other 2 hallways.
Okay.
So as soon as Saber gets over here, I'm going to cast Slow Release Med Pack. So for the next minute, I'm just gonna be healing us.
Okay.
So I guess turn 1 will hit Saber.
So it's 2d6.
Yeah.
All right.
Turn 2 will hit Saber again.
Okay.
Turn 3 will hit me. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn 4 will hit me again. 8. 7, 8. Turn 5 will hit Saber again. Turn 6 will hit
Okay.
Saber again.
Nice.
Turn 7, we're gonna hit Ghost.
Okay.
Turn 8, we're gonna hit me. That puts me at full. Ghost, are you at full?
He's close to full.
Hit him with another 2. We'll hit Saber with another 2. And I think everybody's at full, even though I've got 1 more.
Yeah.
ghost.
No, I'm at full now.
Alright. That will conclude my 1 minute heal session.
That was nice. I definitely lost my rage in this time though.
Yeah.
I'll turn off my saber.
Alright, guys. Clearly the head guard is beyond that door that they were trying to get to. Right?
Yeah. I'd think so. I think it's the officer on the other side of that door if I had to guess.
Do we just want to go ahead and take him out, or do we want to explore the ship? It's probably best to take him out first, so that way we can, not have to worry about it. And I still think there's some other guys here as well, so best not to be exploring, and then somehow they lock the doors with us in there.
Out of the purpose of the mission, I think that we should definitely check the first room.
You mean this one?
Yeah.
Alright, do you want me to lead the way?
Yeah, you're kind of impenetrable, even though I'm unkillable.
See, this is why we work together. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
That's true.
Which is also why Ghost survives.
Isn't that the truth?
Nobody can get through us.
Keep parameter on this hallway, Ghost.
And I guess I'll try to open this door.
Okay, the door opens up to reveal Wookiees that were being transported as slaves.
The old cash cow. Is this what we came for?
It's a reasonable opinion to draw.
Are we trying
Alright,
to
well-
bring them back as our slaves or set them free?
We're trying to turn them over to these idiot rebels who probably want the manpower the Wookiees offer.
Alright, I'll just make my way in here.
Do you
Alright.
speak Wookiee?
No, but I speak basic.
I doubt they do.
Well, I could certainly try. I don't think any of us speak Wookiee, do we?
No.
Yep, we're just gonna have to try basic. Alright, fellas, here's the deal. We're here to set you guys free. So how would you like to fight for your freedom? There's still some stormtroopers left on this ship, so how would you fellas like to get some of your own payback? And then I guess I just try to break their locks.
I ignite my lightsaber, and I start cutting their chains.
Okay, yeah. They kind of like resist when they see the red lightsaber, but once you start cutting their chains, they're just kind of, you know, unsure. But like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, rocking a hard place.
Pretty much.
Am I able to use my vibro cutter to cut the chains too?
Yeah, that's not exceptionally difficult.
Yeah, so we'll save some time by both of us setting these guys free.
For sure.
Yep. Just once again, for some sake of expediency, you guys cut them free. You guys begin, traveling outside. You guys travel through the hallways a little bit. You guys pick up, Ghost, and you guys gonna making your way toward the exit, or you guys gonna make your way toward the main, cockpit, command bridge area?
The mission's complete. I say we cut out of here. I don't really care about killing our own kind.
I mean, that works for me.
All right. As you make your way, making my way,
Make 'em away.
back to the bridge with the Wookiees. Trying to remove all the things. You guys come up. You guys come around, and as you guys step out into this hallway, Emilio, you start feeling this really intense disturbance in the force, and as you guys come out and around, up and wary, you see off in the distance someone who to you is very familiar. You see an old Inquisitor buddy by the name of Glek Var. And when he
Oh, sorry.
when he sees you come out of the door, he says, "I had a feeling I'd be meeting you here, Emilio." This red lightsaber begins to emanate from his hand.
I am gonna ignite mine, and I'm gonna hold my reaction for initiative and heightened senses, but I'm gonna ignite my saber.
As you guys kind of stand awkwardly positioned away from each other, and everybody kind of scoots out a little bit. Struggles of having everybody in the same color. You guys, as you guys kind of face off into what looks to be a deadly and epic showdown, we'll go ahead and call it here tonight.
Nice.
And pick up the next time we have a
Free period.
thrilling conclusion video or something to that effect. But for the people who are actually watching this, we appreciate you for taking the time to watch our Christmas event. I know it was a lot of shooting each other and combat and grenades and explosions and but you know, sometimes combat's fun. Like, comment, subscribe, tell us how much you hated it or loved it. Other than that, yeah, we should be playing Star Wars again next week, the week after Easter, assuming that everybody's in good shape and everybody's done with their family time and whatnot. So we look forward to seeing everybody there. Good luck, goodbye, and may the Force be with you.
And to all
May the Force be with you. Also, enjoy your holidays, guys. I hope everyone's spending that time with their family and having a blast.
yeah,
I hope you find those Easter eggs.
yeah.
Perhaps the Force will guide you.
For real.